difficult terrain traveling up the mountains. We almost lost one of our characters, Xan, to a fall there. Upon making it inside, you experienced visions, which allowed you to see where all the other disciples' tools are currently located. After that, a swarm of red dragons came down to assault the party, but you were defended when your guide transformed into a silver dragon. So, right there at the end, our fighter, Sirris, adventurous as he is, decided to jump on the back of the red dragon and, sticking a immovable rod in its mouth, managed to kill the beast and nearly kill himself in the process. So, that's where we, when we last left off, Bellatrix had landed you down to the basin and allowed you to have anything that you wanted from the slain red dragon. Since she feels responsible for the injuries dealt to the party, she offered to take you partway through the red sand and save you a little journey. So, there we are, lying at the snowy basin of Mount Hailfire. That's where we begin tonight. Oh, and also you may notice, tonight we are accompanied by a new player. Say hi to everybody, buddy.
Hey everyone, I'm Joe. I'm excited to play some online D&D here with you guys.
It's definitely a little bit different playing online. It's something that we've all had to adjust to just a little bit, but
I wouldn't say all. Some of us, haven't played since high school, so this was, D.
Still an adjustment figuring out how the program works.
Yeah, I run my own campaign here in my hometown, and so yeah, I DM for another one, but it's actually pretty exciting to play on be a player for a game for a time change.
Yeah, for sure. It's the life of a DM is you're kind of just trapped being the DM. I know how that goes. So we're glad to have you.
Thank you.
Hey Joe, want to DM a live session here? What?
I was actually sorry about this, but like there is the pub I go to. They're actually having an extra life campaign. So we're doing a charity event, and I'm running a one-shot adventure for it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but I also like to do a one-shot, run an actual campaign with the family or whatever. So yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Nerd.
Yep.
So Zach, I told you I organized my notes and I redid them all. That notebook is missing. I'm going to guess there's a courteous of my 4-year-old involved, so I no longer have my.
Oh no!
All right.
Just a heads up.
And you were the note taker, so
I was fairly meticulous about cleaning up my notes. Although I did take my notes in character, which was a problem transferring.
Sure, yeah.
Because that dickhead was hard to translate into who that actually was.
Okay. All right, so where we begin, you are at the snowy basin of Mount Hailfire, just outside of the village where we started. And we'll take it from there. Have at it, guys. Sirris, you've been grievously wounded. Your legs are feeling numb at the moment, but you were healed. Not to completion. You're still feeling pretty badly wounded, but...
Yep, I'm just roll over, take a nap real fast.
Zan, while you're over there cutting up the giant lizard, is there anything in there that you... Do you need help? I don't think you can speak.
She's gone mute. It's just like that session earlier.
Oh, damn it.
No, I had a whole
She
bunch of
starts
meat in my
talking
mouth.
Dark Elven. Okay.
I'd say I slap her, but I don't want to hurt her.
Use that barbarian slap.
20 strength.
I found a whole bunch. I found a whole bunch of notes, but we can probably use just bits of things that looks like it's starting to catch on fire.
There's shit catching on fire. I run over. I start helping her try to salvage whatever is apparently burning in this red dragon.
Okay, yes. You find a certain very large gland.
Yeah, hold on.
Can't
I got
quite
my,
make it out.
I got my book right here.
Oh.
Yeah, give me the name for that. It's something Latin sounding.
Gotta find it.
Wasn't quite what I was getting at. I think we established that went into the bag of holding last set. Whatever
you
that
were talking
crazy
about
ass thing was.
retrieving it.
The Draconis Fundamentum.
There it is. So, the corpse of the red dragon is gigantic. Whatever you decide to take, I would like to know, because while I don't typically micromanage people being encumbered, something like this merits
Now,
that action.
was it an adult red dragon or an ancient red dragon?
That was
An
an
adult. Yes.
Okay. Fuck my ear.
Probably one thing that is from his throat, because that's where I cut it, was his throat, and then a piece of its horn.
The sac that makes fire or
Yeah, the
something, the
sac that makes
gland or
fire.
that makes fire.
Yeah, that's the Draconis Fundamentum.
Zan, do you need help putting that in the sack? It looks like a small hole in a big item. I'm really good at fitting stuff in the.
I open the bag to him, and I'm like, go, try ahead.
Can I pick this thing up by myself?
What was the weight on that for an adult dragon? Sean, you have the page up?
Yeah, I do.
Because I know it weighs something like 50 pounds or something stupid.
Oh, I can pick up like 300 without even roll.
For an adult, it's only 150, so it's not that bad.
Okay.
So I can pick it
The
up.
size of a large dog or something. Okay.
The heart's 500 pounds.
I'm not worried about the heart. I'm worried about getting this gland in the small hole.
Holy shit, wings are 300 pounds?
Well, they're
Skull is
fucking
700
huge.
pounds?
Okay, so you're getting a piece of horn and the Draconis Fundamentius, or however
I want
you pronounce it.
I want a tooth. Like the main canine tooth.
I'll
mean,
give you guys a
you
heads
have
up. My
nothing-
dog's barking.
That's
Oh,
fine.
you're good, dude.
You have nothing stopping you from getting what you want other than time. So, I mean, it'll take you a while to hack that thing out of there, but you can make it happen.
I step back as soon as I get everything.
We're
Sirris,
looking
you're
at
just
about.
taking a nap in the snow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really moving right now. Not very mobile.
That's fine. I'll carry you later. So have we gotten to the stomach yet? I bet this thing has eaten a lot of people.
Well, I don't have a whole lot of time to open its stomach, but I mean, if
I
you...
take my greatsword and I try to, or not my greatsword. No, I grab the not slippery pants, the broken lesser thing, and I try to hack open the lesser glass, the crazy ass short sword, but it's stupid sharp. I
Yes.
grab that and slice open its stomach.
It takes a good amount of effort. Even though you know the blade is incredibly sharp, it takes quite a bit of effort to get through this thing. It's got multiple layers underneath those scales. Once you do manage to pierce into it, it just starts gushing blood and bile everywhere. A line
So it's like a Friday night.
Yeah, a line of blood just goes straight up your face.
Sweet.
Okay. Yeah, you're trying to cut its stomach open. Now, I feel like I would make some people have a check for this, but I think Michelle's probably pretty versed at cutting people open. So
Fairly.
I'll just let this happen.
Yeah, just let it happen. Just slide it
Let me
in.
see. Oh my god.
I started with 3 shots, man. I'm better than last session.
Okay. Give me just 1 second. I'm trying to decide how to rule the loot for this thing since you guys didn't exactly kill it, you know?
With dice?
Give me a sec.
I mean, it's
Go
away
sit
from
down
us.
before I piss off the DM. Got it.
The only
mean-
things I would be interested in would be some scales, the horns, teeth.
Outside a game, my comment would be it would probably have adventuring peoples because it ate them.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I just,
And I would assume it probably broke down anything non-magical theoretically, right? Because it's super hot.
well, I would say it depends on how long ago it ate it.
Fair. And you want some you want some dragon scales over there, Sirris, while you're laying.
I think he's warm enough because all of this is melting the snow.
Hey Zan, can you hack off some of these dragon scale? I think we need to get him some better armor because that plate's gonna again.
I start trying to
Okay.
tear off scales.
Within the belly of this beast, yeah, you do find a number of bits from previous adventurers, pieces of plate mail that are partially digested, some swords that appear to be broken and smashed and warped from the heat of its stomach. There is a chest still intact among all of this goop. You also do find a number of gems. Not sure exactly how they got there, but a number of gems, their value equaling 150 gold.
Oh, shit, wrong button.
Nice racial.
Well, I was trying to figure out how to add my feats to it.
Carefully.
The chest wasn't full of gems. The chest hasn't been explored.
I just chest is its own thing, and then gems worth 150. Hey Zan,
I am
Can-
busy
can you-
right now
You're-
hacking
you're
off
bi-
your scales.
where's your bag? I want to shove this chest in your bag.
You can carry that.
I can't carry this and him
I'll carry the chest.
in your bag.
No.
You just put a giant chunk of dragon in there. How can you not fit a chest?
They actually do have a limit.
Yeah, like a million of whatever. What?
No.
So the chest is quite heavy. It's pretty large. It's about 2.5 feet across.
I don't think you can carry this.
We're on snow, right?
Yes.
So I get my owl bear cloak out, and I put it, and I motion Michelle to get over here. Hey, just put the chest on this.
Why?
You'll see. And
I swear to God, if you lose this chest because you were too lazy to put it in the goddamn bag,
I get a piece of rope. Now this is a really long.
just shove the chest in the bag.
Would you shut up and let me do what
I slap her.
Okay. It's a rather large,
Put-
long
put-
owlbear
Put the chest
skin,
in the bag.
right?
Yeah, it's like 2.5 feet across. Yeah, it's pretty large.
So
It appears to be made. You're not sure exactly what it's made of. You haven't been inspecting it, but it looks sturdy.
the chest is on it, and I go and I reach into my bag of holding and I like ask for rope and I get my rope and I'm like, we're gonna tie this around your
You
waist.
just had the bag of holding. Put the fucking. Can I try to shove this in there while she's?
Not really. I mean,
That sounds like assault.
I'm about ready to slap her with the chest.
Okay, put everything back in the chest.
I haven't opened the fucking chest.
You guys don't even know what's in there.
I don't know what's in there. I want to look at it later. I don't know if this is some crazy motherfucking thing that's gonna try to kill me. So let's put it in the fuck.
So you want to put a chest that we don't even know if it's going to kill us in my bag, so when we take it out of my bag in a small room, it's going to kill us in our sleep.
Exactly.
Hit the damn thing.
Hit the chest?
Hit the chest.
With what?
Your damn sword.
I hit the chest with my... I do not want to spill gold all over the place.
You have a bag of holding it, apparently.
You do, and there is snow here, and I do not want to lose any money.
Okay. Somebody come to a decision.
Fine.
Right, so-
Put it in my bag of holding. Everything.
I shoved the chest in her bag of holding.
Has it been long enough for a short rest, Zach?
In the time it would take you to carve this thing up, yeah.
Okay,
How
I'm
many
going
s-
to expend my hit dice.
How many scales have I managed to at least lodge free?
You're specifically trying to pry off the scales one at a time, pretty much as many as you want. It's just there in front of you. Depends on how much time you want to spend doing it.
I was probably spending about an hour before I was figuring with him.
Enough for a full suit of armor.
Sure. I mean, I would probably categorize it in terms of weight more than anything else. So if you
50
have like
pounds.
if you have like a whole hour to do this, Philatrix beckons the group. She says, "It's time to leave."
All right.
Okay.
Sirris, can you stand up? I know you've been hurt. You know, that impact and
Man,
I
would you
start
get off
walking
it?
towards Bellatrix.
Oh. I'll stand up and walk over to the dragon, grab a few teeth before we go.
Yank a tooth out, walk away.
A few teeth, yeah.
All right.
Give me a second. I'll give you some scales. What the hell?
Are you ready to depart?
Yeah.
Philatrix has agreed to take you as far as the town of Bone Marrow Bend. Now, that's not too far, but it will cover a good amount of terrain. You won't have to make that transition, and you will be in an actual settlement instead of just wandering the desert aimlessly.
are we going there first, or are we going back to the other town? I thought we were going to the other.
You
If we
may.
can-
She's
If we can get
offering to take you now.
we need to get to the Red Sands.
That's where
I mean,
this.
it's your
That's where two of the weapons are.
I'm not concerned about their weapons. We need to get there.
Okay.
So, you are riding a dragon. Dear God. Okay. What does this game become?
Except
Uh,
we're not getting killed or killing.
you know,
The name
No.
is actually in it. Dungeons and Dragons, you know.
there hasn't been a dungeon yet.
That's fair.
No, there
But they're
has.
on top of a dragon. So
I
either
mean-
or.
Michelle was in one.
I was in a
Well,
dungeon.
yeah,
Kinda.
Yeah, you were in like a 6-room mini dungeon. I threw it
Well,
together.
I mean, did the taverns have a dungeon? Because I mean, Michelle's kind of into that.
Oh my God. Okay, so writing Philatrix.
Subject change.
Yeah, let's just do that. It takes some time for you to make your way all the way over to the Red Sea. Even on the back of such a large beast, it's a bit of travel. Are you all armored? Or what are you wearing? That's what I want to know.
If we're going to the Red Sands and we're still top of an ice dragon. I'm still or white dragon, silver.
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 I'm going to take off my leather or my vest when when we head towards our in more of a desert climate.
Yeah, same.
Well, while we're flying and cold, higher in the atmosphere, I'm gonna wear because it's probably fucking cold.
I'm still gonna have it around me. I just gotta take it off.
It can't be that cold. We're in a fucking desert
I mean, when we land.
in the middle of the day.
So, it does take a while. I went ahead and marked it on the map. There. After traveling for about an hour or so, actually the distance you're covering, after traveling for a couple of hours, she drops you off outside of Bone Marrow Bend. The Red Sands itself is very, very hot. Initially, it's a little humid, but it begins to get very dry very soon as you exit the area surrounding Mount Hailfire. The Red Sands is aptly named so for its color. The region that you're in is actually known as Aloon. So, anyway, she swoops down. You can see the town of Bone Marrow Bend far in the distance. There's two large spires. One of them appears almost elven in architecture, with a golden, like a Hershey Kiss dome. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, like the Taj Mahal.
Yes. While the other appears to be just a simple stone tower. She drops you off some distance away. You can make it out, but she does not want to be spotted. She says, "This is as far as I can take you. I wish you luck in your journey. Know that Metallic Dragonflight is in search of these tools as well. We may meet again."
Thank
Hold
you
on,
for
what was
your
her
help.
name? Where was it?
Thilatrix.
Thilatrix. Okay, I'll turn. Thilatrix, where'd you say these red dragons were convening?
Well, they do have a certain place that they frequent north of here in Christus.
Okay, thank you.
We just fought one, and you want to go fight more?
I'm getting my dragon back. Whether or not you come with me is none of my concern at this point.
That sounds like a death mission, which you've already been on a couple.
I'm like sitting in between these two, just going.
I mean, if you want to die, I could just kill you, but you know.
I'll start walking towards the settlement.
Yeah, I start following.
Okay. So, town of Bone Marrow. The town of Bone Marrow Bend is a heavily walled hole in the sand. From one of the dunes surrounding it, one can see the entire town from end to end. Most of the buildings are made from sandstone or terracotta, with the exception of few government buildings, whose marble walls shine like pearls in the sun. At one end of the town is a marble tower with a gold-capped roof, and at the other a stone tower with concrete fortifications. The town appears to be centered around the sun-dyed bones of a large. The walls surrounding it form a hexagon with an entrance at each of the town's sides. So, as the party begins to descend the hills into this town, red sand sucks into your boots and your bags. No one here is really familiar with this kind of climate, so navigating in the sand is difficult. The heat becomes intense and unforgiving. You immediately start to wish you were back on Thilatrix's back. Let's see. Once you arrive at the gates, you're met by two guards who wear red robes, turbans, wielding scimitars. One turns to the party, holds up a hand, and begins speaking in common. He basically says, In order to enter the town, you must pay tribute.
What would be good enough for tribute?
They look at each other for a moment and then look back. You're outsiders.
What gave that away?
Everyone in Alun must pay tribute. It all goes to the capital. Anything valued over a gold will do.
Fine. I'll dig out one of the gems.
Okay. He takes it. It's acceptable. He waves you into the town. So, let's pull up my information here. It's been a while since I've reviewed this document. This town was denoted a long time ago, and I'm just now trying to get back into it.
Get your hand out of
So,
there.
who here in their history has been to the continent of Aelia? Anyone?
I probably have.
Yeah, I figured you would. I don't think Xan or Sirris have.
No, strictly Theo.
I wouldn't say that I've been to the desert, but I've probably been to the.
Okay. So, you see a banner that seems familiar to you. It is a large golden banner with a yellow sun in the center. You know this is the banner of the Summerland, which is a place in Aelia very far from here. Not sure exactly why they would have ties to this settlement, but it seems that they've set up an embassy. That tall stone tower. Inside the town, you see people running back and forth. It appears to be a pretty busy day for some reason. Everyone is kind of frantic. There are people on the streets screaming out their wares.
Sorry, guys, that was my fault. Clicked on something on accident.
Immediately, as you enter the center of this town, someone runs up to you. Actually runs up to Michelle, grabbing onto your hand.
I punch.
And he begins. You punch him. Okay.
Should have grabbed.
Roll to hit.
Nat 1.
Nat 1. You reach out to punch the man in the face, who is a halfling, by the way, and end up gently caressing his cheek. He blushes.
Yes! Let's start it!
How you doing?
He continues. He has your hand in both of his hands, and he appears to be rubbing some kind of moisturizer on you. He says,
You have my attention.
5 copper pieces, the best moisturizer. You will definitely need it. Have you ever been to the Red Sands before? Very, very hot.
What's this moisturizer good for?
Well, it keeps your skin from getting dry, and it will protect you from the desert's heat.
How much? And can you
Just
apply
5
it?
copper. This is just a sample, sir, but just 5 copper. We have plenty on the cart. Tribute's coming up. You know, we have to make sales.
How much to have you apply it all over?
He seems very confused. I want you to give me a persuasion roll if you want to convince him to rub oil on you, to rub lotion.
I mean, if he
By the
wants
way-
to say.
By the way, Joe, this is normal. This is in no way a departure from what typically happens in our game.
He knows.
11.
I've been worse.
Okay.
By the gods.
11.
You,
He said,
I say to the little guy, to the halfling,
what?
where can we find a tavern? An inn, something.
Yes, there's one just up the road, the One Horse Inn.
I look at the halfling. I'm like, how much for 30 gold? And would you apply it on this guy if I gave you that much?
He said
I
3
would be
cop.
eager to do so.
Oh, okay.
30 gold, huh?
Yeah, you paid for it.
No, I'm not. I walk away.
He's following you, insisting that you buy this lotion.
I pat him on the head and say, "You're at cock level, buddy. Calm down."
Okay, that's enough. He's turned away. He leaves.
There, that's what I thought.
Okay. So you can see the direction he pointed, which, by the way, I should explain. The center of this town is entirely open.
Oh, that's right.
Just a large open circle, and it looks like the actual buildings are encircled near the town walls. Small place. Small place. Not a whole lot of buildings here at all. As you're traveling down the road in the direction he pointed, you do see a couple of places. Excuse me. Of course, there are the two towers. You pass by a shop with a emblem of a diamond. It says, in a number of languages, Jiggly Jew's Jewelry. You see the One Horse Inn, which is simply denoted with the horse and carriage. There is one very large building taking up almost a whole side of the perimeter of this town, and it appears to be some kind of general goods store. People are coming and going.
It's not labeled store.
No, it's not even labeled. It's just a large sandstone building.
I look at the halfling and go, "Are you still willing for that 30 gold?"
He already left.
Oh yeah, he got out of there, man.
I warned him of a very direct sexual thing, so he.
Yeah, the minute you brought up sexual assault, he decided it was best to leave. By the way, it is growing dark.
Let's rest for the night.
Sure, as long as we don't find an end that likes elves.
Well, Hellfire is a hellhole to live in. The only thing that gets people by there is, well, the same thing that gets people by in my hometown, sex and alcohol.
All right, I'm sold. Where's this tavern?
You were there. It's Hellfire. But, okay, the One Horse Inn.
I'm
As
looking
far as
for
you
the
can
first
tell-
paladin to punch. What?
As far as you can tell, this is the only inn in the town. Again, this building is made of sandstone, and it has terracotta shingles on the roof. There is a small little, I guess you'd call it an awning over the entrance of the building. So as you walk inside, you see an Avinosha, who appears, well, he's blue. As soon as you open the door, the bell rings.
That's one of them bird people.
Yeah.
Okay.
As soon as you open the door, the bell rings, and he turns to the group and says, Ravis! Puts his hand up and waves you in. He says, welcome, welcome, welcome. Looking for some respite in the desert?
I wave back and go, "Yeah." Hey, birds.
Very well, very well. All affordable prices out here. We don't feel very good about leaving people to die in the desert sun. You can stay here for just a couple silver. How many beds do you need?
Technically 2, but 1 room.
Very well, very good.
Three beds.
I don't sleep.
Oh, you don't. So two. I'm good at counting.
All right. Let's see. He says, "What brings you in? What brings you to this hole in the ground?"
I glare at Sirris. No.
What?
Don't say a word.
Okay.
We're here looking for somebody.
Who are you in search of? We have many people passing through, you know. I try to keep an eye on people.
A big barbarian.
He laughs as he says that. He's kind of just staring at the wall. Says, nope, can't say I've ever seen him.
You've never seen a barbarian?
Nope, can't say I have. At least not in, I don't know, 10 years or so.
Hi, I'm a barbarian.
And yet again, another day passes, I don't see one.
You're blind.
Good observation. He's still not looking at you. He's kind of just staring at the wall.
So how much for a room?
2 silvers, he said.
Yes,
I'll put him
yes.
on the,
Prayer. He waves over another Avanosha. He looks like almost like a kinku. He looks similar to a crow or a raven. He walks over and stretches a hand out. He says, "I'm here to make sure your coins are actually coins. He's been tricked before."
I'll hand him a couple silver.
1, 2, 3, 10 silver for the night for the 3 of you. Again, affordable price. The poor old man's soft at heart. He doesn't like to see people go out.
I'll hand him the money.
Thank you. You know, it's almost season for tribute. Everybody's trying to collect what they can.
What's this tribute?
Oh yes, I'll forget. You're not from here. It's customary in Elune that once a year, each town will give back to the capital, Ryuf, and those who don't meet their quota for tributes, well, they come and take some of their population to work in the capital. Usually, if you miss tribute once, lose enough people, then you can't make it the next year, and well, that's why there's a lot of ghost towns around the desert. Anyway,
So it's forced slavery if you can't make a certain price.
essentially, yes. I mean, it's not all bad living in the capital. Some say it's better than their previous lives. It's just always upsetting when families get split up.
Have you guys made enough?
Well, this business in particular, yes, we've met our quota, at least enough to stay open, but it's about the whole town. Now, Allmart, they're what keeps us alive.
Well, how much
by
do
the
you
way-
guys need to keep the town alive?
Well, it's hard to say. We have officials in Bone Marrow Hall who are currently calculating the tribute's value. Only they're allowed to know exactly what we need to bring in.
When are they due?
At this point, about a week from now. Yeah, I'd say about a week.
Well,
But
since you have eyes, have you seen a barbarian other than this one?
large man,
I wave.
big sword, kind of like him, but not as frilly.
Zan should have a perfect descriptor of this person.
I describe
she
him
gotta-
as I see him, as I saw him in the vision, like to the point, like scary.
Okay. Super, super deeply tanned, wearing just leather straps on his chest and a kilt. Yeah, he recognizes almost immediately. Says, yes, he came through here, maybe 5 days ago. Him and his companion made a mess in the marketplace, but I recall
Where were they headed?
they were headed to the capital, to Ryuf. Something about an important, they had to take a little girl there.
A little
Uh,
girl.
Yes, they had a child with them. And a man who wore full plate in the desert. Drove me mad. I don't know how he made it, but
I look at Sirris.
this-
Nah.
this figure was carrying the little girl with him, and apparently the large barbarian fellow was tasked with guiding them.
Did it look would by carrying? Are you meaning forced, or was she?
Oh no, they were inseparable.
Okay.
Joe,
Yes.
you're enjoying a nice ale sitting at a table when you hear this whole thing happen.
All right.
Yes, carrying the little girl. He seemed like the little girl was very taken by the man in the plate armor. What was Brewer was his name. I remember. Hard to forget a name like that. So why were you looking for him? Are they
How
old friends?
how long does it take to get to the capital from here?
Oh, it's a long voyage. I mean, depends on how you're getting there.
How are they getting there?
I'm
They're
not sure.
going-
They
they're
just
going
said it
through a
was time to
caravan.
go. We do have stables. I mean, maybe they rented a camel. I don't know.
Is that the fastest mode of transportation?
Well, it is. You can stick to the roads, and some carts can get you there, but the roads are not very well kept.
I look at Zan.
There's
He's going through a cart last time I saw.
He's on a cart. Okay.
takes a lot longer if you're taking the roads. But I guess if they had a little girl with them, it wouldn't be safe going straight through the desert. A lot of beasts out there. You should ask
Zach.
this gentleman. He just wandered in from the desert. He points at you, Joe.
Well, you need to ask for me. You just see this golden dragonborn. He has his the stein in his hand, and he's taking sips through his rather like long snout. Whatever. He takes a gulp of his ale, and he just looks at all you guys, and she's like, "You guys need help with anything? You guys need any?"
These two need more help than anything else that you probably could give them.
Some of the things I need help with, you probably don't want to help me with.
Well,
We
that's
could use
fine.
a guide.
A guide? I could
Yes.
probably help you out.
Have you been to Ryuf before? You did mention. Large place. Capital can be threatening to those who don't know the customs of the land.
I've been traveling a lot, so I picked up a few things here and there, but we can try.
Is it better for us to go straight to these people to try to get ahead of them?
Should I roll something for that one, or should I just make up something with that?
So your experience is that, well, basically what the shopkeeper or the innkeeper said, if you don't take the roads, it can be perilous.
Well,
It would be quicker. But
let me ask you these. Do you want adventure or do you want boredom?
I want to catch them
As
before.
quickly as possible.
I want to
Well-
catch them before they get to the city.
Well,
Do you need a bed?
We'll go through the desert. These folks you're looking for, well, we could try going through the desert instead of taking the road. It'd be quicker to catch these folks you're looking for.
Well, they
have
aren't
one.
going through any.
if you're looking to catch up with them, I know some people do take a beeline from one road straight across to the next. You travel over certain dunes. However, I wouldn't recommend it. There's a lot of scorpoids out there, and you don't want anything to do with those.
Well, I'm just here for advice, but if you guys need help with anything, just let me know. It's all on you.
Probably need a guide across the desert. I don't think any of us has been to a desert.
No.
Nope, forest.
I'm about as far as you could get from a desert with my experience, so
and Sirris came from an area that was actually kind of chilly. So
All right.
Yeah, none of us have ever dealt with a desert before. It seems hot.
Well, I seem hot for a bed or nap or something. Let's go. Do you need a bed, sir?
I already got a room here, but what time do you want to wake up?
First crack of
Dawn?
dawn.
The crack of dawn? All right.
Well, we got a couple things we got to get rid of first, but
Well, that's fine. I'll be here enjoying my drink. Just let me know.
when do the shops open?
oh, shops are open all the time. Well, Walmart's open all the time. Bluebird perks up.
I start patting Sirris on the back like really hard. I think he needs a nap.
Is there a place that we can sell bits of animal to? Maybe an apothecary or
Perhaps the only place that I know that may be interested, there's a new little shop called the Prophet's Eye. The Prophet's Eye is supposed to, well, I've been told it's got image of an eye on the sign. How would I know? Scribes and such. But Walmart doesn't buy things; they only sell.
think-
Walmart.
Walmart.
Zan, I think we need to offload that thing before it rots.
Okay. But make sure Sirris gets to the room first.
We will need that thing. We need to preserve it.
I don't think there's a way to preserve it.
Hey, Zach, what was the name of that place where the Red Dragons were gathering? I'm shit with names, dude. You know.
Yeah. Here. Christus is the region north of here. Here, I'll pull up the map real quick and just ping it so you can see. So, on the map, if you'll all zoom in a little bit towards Phantomir in the top right corner, here is Bone Marrow Bend. Here is the capital, Ryuf, and Christus is this region here,
Why did I
the
have to make it
mountainous
so
region
far?
north. What's that?
I said, why did I have to make it so far?
Because that's where I drew the borders at.
Well, I saw a circle there, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put a circle there too.
It's yonder right over there.
So
You
pretty
guys have
fucking.
traveled pretty far and wide.
I would say pretty fucking far, realist.
Yeah, the journey to Ryuf could take months, depending on how you travel there. And getting through Christus, while it would be easier since they actually have a proper system for roads in place, traveling up and around the mountains and rivers would be somewhat difficult as well.
Huh, I wonder why they had roads.
Well, there's probably some areas where the monsters don't get around, so I'll take a big gulp of my ale.
Am I still exhausted? Do I still have that level of exhaustion?
We haven't rested.
You did a short rest, but you guys are definitely in need of a long rest.
We're how much for some food and
All things affordable. Oh, you pay me what you think is fair, and as long as it's more than the cost, I don't mind.
How much for a banquet?
Couple gold.
How about 5?
unending drink for the night.
Sure, we've got it on tap. I'm not too fond of it. It makes me dizzy, and that's hard to deal with when you can't see.
How much for 10 gold?
Have at it. Just don't leave my cupboard empty. We have other guests.
All right. I shoved 10 gold to him.
Let's go up to our room.
He
I wanna
hands it over to Prayer because, again, he doesn't know.
I wanna take a look at that box that we put in the bag earlier.
Oh, okay. So is everyone going to their rooms, or
Well, we only pay for one room with 2 beds.
Or was it 2
So-
rooms with 2 separate beds?
there is not a room with 2 beds here? You would be in separate rooms if you're going to try to do that.
Well,
Sirris, do you want to rest or do you want to see what's in this?
Go on without me. I'll be a minute.
Okay.
we never got the dragon guy's name.
You got as much of the hide as you wanted. Did you miss that section of talking to the DM? 20. He literally said,
Wait, what?
No, she was talking about Joe's name.
Yeah.
oh, name. Oh, name. I thought you said hide. See,
Yeah,
this
she
is
was
the
talking
problem.
about me.
I have her muted, so I can't, like, I gotta hear her over my head.
I see. Okay. Well, he's still just chilling down there.
I poked
So
my head
is
down there
the
going,
party splitting up, or Sirris, you said you wanted a minute, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Uh,
so
You can go ahead and do them
I'm
first.
gonna go do shenanigans.
Yeah. all right, Michelle.
I pulled the chest out of the bag and I set it down on the.
I'm with him. That's how he got the magic.
It's rather. You're with Michelle.
Yeah, that he wouldn't be able to get the chest outside.
Oh yeah. It's rather large, and the bed creaks as you set it on there. It feels incredibly heavy.
Is it locked?
There is a lock on it, but it appears almost dissolved.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna put my bow at it, almost
you-
ready with an arrow.
Is there anything you want to take a look at with this thing, or to like?
Real quick, Sarah, you said you are readying your bow. Would you like to set a reaction?
Yes.
So if anything moves, you're going to try to attack. Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
what I'm getting? Okay.
I'm gonna react.
What
Well-
you have to say what your reaction is.
That's fine. I
There
have
it
lots
is.
of reactions.
You have to
Ah.
state one.
Yeah, just like if something moves, I want to shoot it, and that would give you the first turn.
Little
If-
bunny pops out.
I'm gonna if it moves, I'm going to use frostbite on it.
Okay.
If the chest moves or something inside it.
Something inside it. No, shut up.
Okay.
Is there a hole in the box?
There is a keyhole.
Nope, it won't fit in there.
I
Put
think
in
you're
there.
overestimating.
Okay.
Now you get where I was going with that.
Yeah.
All right.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna grab the short sword in one hand, and while the broken chunk of whatever the fuck that thing is in one hand, and I am going to try to rip the lock off.
Give me a strength check.
Cocked on a 19. God damn it.
A 19.
It was cocked.
So you need a reroll.
13. And I
You're
only get
still
the
able to do
advantage.
so.
I only get the advantage if I'm actively raging.
Yeah. You're still able to do so because, like I said, it was pretty battered. You tear the lock off and feel a rattle come from within the chest. It's still closed, but something's moving in it.
It moved. Something moved in it.
Well, open the damn thing.
All right. Well, hang on. I gotta switch this to my. I put the sword in my right hand because I'm right-handed dominant, and I'm gonna like kick open the lid of the.
As the chest opens, coins begin to spill all over the bed. You see coins, gold, silver, gemstones, pearl necklaces. Just imagine a pirate's chest with a skull lying on top.
I poke the skull with the sword, the broken chunk of sword.
As you poke it, A dim light begins to glow in the eye sockets. I would like everyone... Actually, Sarah, it's alive. Do you want to use your reaction?
Yes, I'm going to use frostbite.
Okay. So they have to roll to withstand, correct? What's your DC?
Apparently 12 now.
12.
It's
8 plus
8
wisdom
plus your
plus
proficiency.
proficiency.
That's it.
Which would be 12.
What's your wisdom modifier?
1. But
Okay.
as a ranger, it's as dex.
For spells?
Yes.
It should just
It
be
should
your...
be wisdom.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
racial based, not
Yeah.
it's racial based, not class based.
Yeah. Oh,
So it's based
racial.
on
It's racial.
yeah, it's
so
based on what it
off
says is
dex.
the racial. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
No, I'm not.
I meant my wife.
The class.
Yeah,
is
it would be
based
your
dex.
wisdom for your casting.
Your racial is based.
Now I know you
wisdom,
have abilities
so
that
the
may let
class
you
doesn't
exchange
override
that,
the
but for casting it should be straight wisdom.
Okay.
But either way, regardless, 16.
It takes
So
half damage then.
resist. Okay, roll your damage.
One.
Half of one, or
No, it's half of 2.
okay. Okay. You manage to knock the skull off of the pile of treasure. It rattles around in the ground. It seems to move on its own, just chattering its teeth and rolling around.
Oh my god, it's moving!
Now, do I hear this while I'm down the bar area?
It's hard not to hear him.
You hear them stomping around and what sounds
I'm
like metal
definitely
clanking on the
stomping
floor.
my feet like there's a fucking spider on the floor.
Okay. I will take this time to stop drinking, pay my tab, and then just go up to my room, and then I hear that.
Okay. So
Well-
you're just listening in on this encounter?
I'm just walking by, and then I just hear just like, "Oh my gosh, it's alive!" Oh, no, no. And he's banging. I think there's like magical
Fucking hit it! Hit
sound
it!
effects going on. Yeah, I hear that, and I'm like, the hell? In my head, I'm just like, what in the nine hells are they doing?
Well, before you go, I'll put my hand out and grab your arm and motion to the table. I'd like to have a word with you.
Okay.
All right.
We will get to your conversation. Let me deal with the skull in the bedroom. So, yeah, it's just rattling around. It doesn't seem like it's trying to actively attack you. It's just rattling around on the floor, moving by snapping its jaws forward.
Are we rolling initiative or
It's not attacking at all.
I'm gonna hit it?
Okay. Roll to hit.
Fuck. Okay, I rolled badly. 15.
15 does not hit. It's very small and very agile. It's kind of just scooting around. You see it dart underneath the bed. And it's
God, I go into dodge as a bonus action.
I kind of look underneath the bed. I'm like, hey, can you talk?
Why are you trying to talk to it? Fucking hit it!
Well, if it's not attacking us, why should we even attack it?
Cause it's fucking moving.
Shut up.
It's a skull.
And it might be, what gets rid of this gold?
Pain?
If the skull
You
disappears,
You hear a voice coming from the disembodied skull. It says, "Why have you taken my home?"
Oh my god, it fucking talked!
well, we got you out from a dragon. You were in a chest inside of a dragon.
Again, the mouth opens, just like stays open, and a voice comes out. It says, "Where was I? It was dark for a long time."
In the belly of a dragon, in a chest.
Why
Why am I talking to a dead skull?
Because you're done freaking out.
I am not
Talking-
done freaking out.
Talking to what?
You're a skull.
You're a fucking skull. Dude?
It begins to scream.
I scream with.
And
Ah!
I start removing the head gently from.
I have a very unmanly scream.
So you're both just screaming at each other.
I start removing the skull from underneath the bed.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Picking it up!
Yes, let's find me a mirror.
You
so I
feel
can
as though it would look concerned if it had any ability to show facial expression.
Who do you think you are? Who are you?
Who do you think you are? Put me down.
Sure. And I put it down on a dresser.
What has happened? How did I get here?
Can you even
Where's
see
my
us?
sword? Yes, I can see you.
How?
By the way,
You
put
don't have
on
any
some
fucking
clothes.
eyes.
I have this
I
awesome.
am
my
wearing
name is-
clothes.
Says my name is Marna Sleetskin.
Mana Sleeks.
Can you type that? I'm not even gonna try to interpret that into my bed. Mama.
Marna.
Oh, okay. So the R and the N kind of bled together.
Yeah. Where's my sword?
I have no idea what kind of sword did you have.
It begins screaming again.
All right, stop it. And I like close its mouth. Does that actually like I straight up like just like where people put the little shoosh finger on people's lips? I just straight up like try to close the jaw. Does that actually like
Like, close it?
well like one-handed?
No, it has no. Its voice is coming from seemingly nowhere.
Okay, that's not working.
Um,
Shush, shush,
By the
shush.
way, downstairs, Prayer is freaking out. Everyone upstairs is stomping, and now there's a bunch of people screaming. He begins to go upstairs. You hear a knock at your door.
Go away, we're busy in here.
Okay, shh, hold on. I'll explain everything.
I will make this weird.
I'll explain everything.
They will
Is
go away.
everything all right?
I am naked and there are mouths open in here. Let's not walk in.
You hear his footsteps as they descend the stairs.
I told you, Zan, I got this.
Oh man.
Can you
Ma-
quit?
Marna, are you done screaming?
Where's my sword? I need my sword. It's a very, very important sword.
Is it?
You're telling me? What do you mean sword?
It is a scimitar, and it is imbued with the elements. I had it for generations. It was in my family for a long time. I need that sword. If it fell into the wrong hands, it could be terrible.
There seems to be a lot of fucking weapons that are
Hold
really
on.
terrible in everybody's hands. Shoosh.
Just
This is a fucking talking skull.
yes.
Shoosh
And
me.
I've got a magic sword too. No, shut up.
I got half of one.
Does Dorian sound familiar?
No, I can't say I've ever heard that name before.
Kalanon? Did it have a name?
Sleetskin.
Do I recognize that name?
You don't know the names of any of the swords. You know their whereabouts.
Well, they had names around their circles, right?
That's right. Yes, you do recognize that name.
Hey, is that one you were telling us about?
That's one of them.
It is one of them.
It is one of
It's
them.
the one that's buried in a tree stump 1,000 miles away.
I repeat that, but probably not the 1,000 miles away because we don't.
I know where it's at, but I'm not gonna say anything.
You're not gonna say anything? I am, because I'm a fucking loudmouth.
Oh, that's right, because I only told you. I didn't tell you.
Yeah,
guys
you
about the dagger.
told us everything except the dagger. So if it's the one I think it is, it's probably buried in a stump somewhere. She was telling us about it. She saw this little idol thing, and then like she touched it and it lit up, and it was a whole bunch of crazy shit. And the fucking dragons happened, and then all of a sudden like we were fighting it, and then it was dangling in the air. The big dragon like yanked it off, and then we cut the belly open and found a chest, and you're inside.
She doesn't shut up.
Does sound familiar.
Yeah, it was a big red ass.
I remember being in Hailfire. I'd come there with Sleet Skin. Everyone did. They all brought their tools.
Crucible of Glass ring any bells?
I found this, and I
Yes, of
pick up the
course.
broken half a sword.
Let me
Says,
guess.
yes, of course. I was there not long ago.
How many?
Yeah.
What year is it? What age are you in?
Now,
Yes. What age do you think it is?
the age of sowing.
It's the age of moon.
He screams again. So, basically, the whole War Nova happened while he was dead. Like, hundreds of years of war and turmoil and kings
You're-
and queens rising
You're
and falling.
literally attempting to make me one of the mystery men, right? Like the chick with the fucking. That's what this is.
Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Marna,
Oh my-
Marna. I'll make you a deal if you quit screaming.
What?
If you want, you can journey with us while we get your sword. I know exactly where it is. Actually, I know where all of the weapons are. Unfortunately.
I got one key thing. Where are your arms to hold on to this?
I don't. How am I even like this? How am I alive right now?
I am super questioning the same thing, and or how you're even talking. Because as far as I was concerned, you were about ready to be, flat.
Do I still have lips?
No.
I do not. You're a skull with like glowing eye hole. Is there a mirror in the room?
No.
Can I use my sword like a mirror?
Sure.
I use my sword like a mirror and show this is gonna lead to more screaming. Marna, himself, herself.
Now he doesn't scream. He's just like.
He-
Huh, huh. I'm.
Now do you see why I was trying to hit you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. I usually don't act like this. I'm just having a little bit of a
Yeah.
Out-of-body
existential
experience?
crisis. Yeah, that's a good word for it.
What were you before you died?
Apparently a little more whole.
I was an elf, of course, and how do you not know who I am?
Cause you're a skull.
Age of Sowing
Where are
was-
we?
In the desert. I don't remember its name.
Bone marrow.
We're in
Den.
Bone Marrow Bend.
The Avanosha, they should know me. I saved the Yacht of Avis.
Well, there's one that's blind down there that you might be able to talk to, but we just kind of scared him away.
We can
And
talk
the Yacht
to
of
the.
Avis has been destroyed.
I probably don't know that. Wait, I might.
Ah, well, you might have
I
heard
might.
that, actually, yeah. It's
Uh,
pretty much
that-
common knowledge.
That thing's been destroyed.
Okay, well, I'm going to think for a while.
Okay.
Are you cool? Do you like want to hang out with me in my backpack or something? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to just carry a skull that.
I don't know.
How
I
about,
could.
I don't want to
Oh,
go back in the chest.
I know what I could do. I could hang you. I'm a barbarian, so like I could hang your skull on my belt or something. And
I
people
don't
like
want to be
just.
your cod piece.
I didn't say on my cod.
I start backing
Said
up out
off
of the
my
room.
belt. You.
I'm like trying to get into the other room because I don't want to be a part of this.
How do you want to hang out with us then? Because I can't just walk around with the talking skull. People are gonna think I'm more crazy than I
That's
probably.
fine. Just Tommy to your belt.
We can find you a nice bag.
I had a mansion, and now I'm being strapped to
A-
your belt.
I mean, a bag could be a nice mansion.
Guess it's all the space I'll ever need, right?
We could find a way to bring you
I'm
back.
surprised you're not drooling over the gold.
I mean, you're talking. You're not completely dead, so I'm sure there's some crazy magic shit going on.
Evidently.
All right,
By the way,
so
I should note before I forget about it, the chest contains 350 gold and roughly 120 silver pieces.
I left that all for him.
oh shit, how much was it? Because I'm super poor.
350 gold, 100 silver pieces, and various gemstones.
I hand Xan all the gems.
I'm already outside.
I
Super poor.
Oh,
'Kay.
wait. Can I have that crown? That is my crown.
what is there a
I would
crown in?
point to it, but obviously I can't. Yes, my crown right there.
I hand. Do you want to wear?
I would prefer to.
All right, I don't have a belt pouch, so I need one. I have a little bit of rope that I tie him to my belt on, and then I try to balance the crown. Is that good? Actually, I strap the crown to his head, with a couple other rounds of.
He can't see it, but he's happy to have it.
All right, I think I've got your crown figured out, provided I don't get into a fight with somebody and I just fall. So when we're out in public, can we just avoid the random talking?
Of course, I know better.
Okay, I just don't. I mean, I freak some people out sometimes. I think you might enjoy some of the shenanigans, or you might chastise me. Xan chastise.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
All right, we can try to find a way to bring you back.
I'm in the other room meditating.
Let's go downstairs. Sirris. you're
That
with,
would be my next move. Is telling Sirris what the fuck just happened.
All right. Sirris, you were trying to speak to your new Dragonborn companion.
Yep.
So let me ask you this, Sirris. What is your race right now?
Well, I'm human, but I'm
Okay.
covered up.
Okay,
Pretty
but you grab my hand, all right, and then or
Yeah.
grab an arm or something. Okay. There
Yeah.
you go.
So you are a Dragonborn, so you're probably a good foot taller than I am.
Yes, I am.
Woohoo, go short people.
All right. I motion to the table and take a seat.
All right. I follow behind him and I take a seat across from him at the table. So, what do you need?
First off, thank you. Secondly, my name is Sirris Axeles, and I extend a hand out to you.
I do the same. My hand grip is a little tighter than his human hands or something.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure about that. Your hand might be bigger. I've got a nasty grip.
You want to roll a strength check on this one?
See who can squeeze their hands harder.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a contest right here.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. I rolled a 18.
Is that with your strength mod?
Yeah. So it's 15 plus 3.
Hold on. I just lost my dice in my bag. You said an 18?
Yes.
Well, I've got a 21 with a 16 plus 5.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right.
You've got that stupid +5. Ugh. Okay.
All right. All right. We let go. My hand. I'm just shaking my hand. Put it behind, underneath the table. So, what do you need?
Well, we're following these people to the capital. But that's not why I'm here.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Christus?
Let me think. DM, do I know anything about this?
No, not really. You know it's there, but you don't know much about it.
No. Can't recall anything about it, but I know it was there.
If you know a safe way to get there, that would be enough.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how to get to the capital. You know there's a road going from there. That's about the depth of your knowledge of this area. You're not native to here either, but you've been there a little bit longer than they have.
Mm. I mean, I could take you to the road and that's it, but anything
I'll be
beyond the road, it's gonna be a little difficult.
Okay, I'll be straight with you. Missing a child, and I need to find her.
Is it your child?
In a sense, yes.
I can see. And these people you spoke of earlier, I guess kidnapped her?
No, it's unrelated matter.
Hmm. So it's in a sense your child, but you really need to find her from these people that kidnapped her.
Dragons, yes.
Dragons. Are they red dragons, chromatic dragons? Type of color are they?
Red.
Red. All right. Well, I'll tag along with you then. No cost.
I can pay.
No,
It's-
man. Don't pay me yet. You never know what life is. You can pay me after.
Okay, fair enough.
All right.
Well,
Well, if that's it, I'm gonna go to my room and you just see me like stand up. Uh, the only thing I have like weapon wise is just a shield. You don't see like a sword or anything on me or anything, and I just like walk right past you.
yeah, I
Just
don't have
give
my
me.
weapons on me either.
Yeah, you just only see a shield that's on my back, but anything else is just armor, and then just my golden ass going up to the stairs up to my room.
We'll head out in the morning.
All right, I'll be down here waiting for you. Good
And
night.
I'll head up. I'll see you then. I'll head up and I'll head up to see what the fuck was going on.
I was once I got everything figured out with Marna, I was running off to go find him to tell Sirris what the fuck I just.
You open the door and see Sirris standing in the hall, just about to open it.
What the fuck are you up here doing?
We've got some stuff to talk about. There, come in, and I like just pull you by the shoulder and close. All right, it's not weird. It's not weird. Marna, can you say?
You hear a disembodied voice coming from his direction that says, "Hello."
So, remember that chest?
Yes.
So we opened it. There was a lot of money. Not a lot. I'm super poor, and you guys still have more money than me, even with me having all of it. That said, we were scared because like the chest was moving around a little bit and stuff. So like we were getting ready to hit it. Worried that there was some crazy like scorpion or some crazy weird dragon stuff in there. And we found Marna, and I pull Marna a little bit off my belt and show Sirris the skull. And Marna talks, and this is Marna. Used to be the bearer of whatever the name that Xan said the scimitar was.
Sleet skin.
Yeah, the bearer of Sleet Skin. That special scimitar, one of the special weapons.
Huh. I'll get closer and start to inspect him, and it's
It kind of snaps its mouth at you.
I'm super confused too. How is this how is Marna a skull that can talk?
well, one of two things. And I'll take the skull and hold it up. More like an object instead of a person. He's either a lich or he's cursed.
I am not a lich. I detest those things. Am I a lich?
You look pretty
Are-
lichy.
That I mean, you look dead.
If I was a lich, couldn't I do more than this? And he opens and closes his mouth.
Well, that Malleus guy did a lot more than that.
Maybe you just suck.
Who are you? Who is this guy?
He's kind of the captain of our mercenary company.
Mercenaries. Ah, I should have known.
Did you
Okay.
want to be on somebody else's hip?
Well, the only problem with being with a group of mercenaries is, well, mercenaries are, they die. And then I'd be with someone else, and someone else, God knows what they do to me.
Other
Hello,
than
friend.
other than Sirris here, we don't really try to.
The way I see it, you've got one or two options. You can either come with us, or we can leave you in the sand.
Uh,
You were in a chest for a
Suppose,
really long time.
evidently. How? What? The Age of Moon. Truly,
Yeah,
the Age of
we-
Moon.
We have less than a year to stop this giant worm thing, or the world's gonna end.
By the gods, the worm is waking?
Yeah, in like a year, if Malleus doesn't wake him up, right, Sirris?
Yeah, something like that. I don't know.
Well, I suppose I'll go with you then. If that's an option.
Good choice.
Can't do much.
Do you want the same traveling arrangement? We can try to figure out another traveling arrangement if you want, but if this one's work.
I mean, this is fine as long as I can keep pointing in one direction. I don't want to be spinning in circles while you're running.
We'll have to figure this out. I mean, I understand that. That's a way to get the spins, and you just end up all over the place. So,
I don't even
Okay.
think I can do that.
do you need any food or drink? You don't even have a stomach.
I haven't eaten since I've been in there.
And that never struck you as strange.
I mean, for a while I thought I was asleep. And I don't know. When time passes for a long time with nothing happening, things get strange.
That sounds like a normal day of the week for me.
Okay, Marna.
I will.
Before you were a skull.
Who was I?
What were you?
An elf, and I guess you could say an adventurer of sorts. I ran away from home and traveled very far through the Red Sands. Found my way to the Yacht of Avis. The Avanosha there were having some problems experimenting with the xyloid that kept the city aloft. And I met with some of their, what did they call them? Engineers, I think was the word. Rudimentary word they made up in their language. But anyway, we came to a solution and kept the city aloft for a while. It's been, oh, goodness, has to have been hundreds of years now. Anyway, I was very important in my time. I came to be a lord. I had lands and followers, and whatever became of Jack Corey?
Jack Corey's dead.
Well, I assume that much.
He was a pirate lord. In as far as I'm aware, was he a pirate lord?
What? No, no,
Am I-
that's not him.
Am I getting this wrong or
Yeah, you're thinking of Maverick Jack.
Maverick? Okay, yep. I do remember the name, but it is totally not written down.
How upsetting that his name carried on through history and I am forgotten. Well,
I mean,
Anyway.
we could try to make you remembered. Well, once we figure out how to get you a body, helping us stop the worm might be a big thing.
I mean, there's plenty of bodies lying around. What am I going to do with it once I get one?
Don't be another one that's just lying around.
Um. So, in life, you said you were a cast, or you said you were an adventurer. You were an
That's
elf.
one word that people like to use, yes.
Did you know magic?
Of course I knew magic.
Good. You could be of use to me.
Can you do magic?
Well, I would love to, but I lack the somatic components to do so. I would be gesturing at my hands right now, but I don't have any.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's fair. All I've got is, a couple of things that I picked.
Well, I'm more than happy to pass on what I know, but it's going to be hard for me to show you the gestures.
I'm a quick study. Now, for the
Well,
time
you-
being, we need to rest.
Very good. Before you do, are the group of you familiar with Samaritas?
I have no idea what language you just.
Samaritas, the old god,
I know
trickster.
of him.
Yes, I was a follower of Samaritas. My means of performing magic are different.
What do you like? Evil?
No, not evil, just, well, different.
Ah, you're
I'm
an
different.
innate caster.
What's that?
You're an innate caster.
You could say that. I have certain skills, but many of the spells that I cast require rituals or special components.
Okay. We can talk more in the morning.
So, group is resting.
Yep.
Yep.
I am
All
meditating
right.
on a dresser, but I am first awake.
Good news. So, you're meditating where?
In the other room, on top of the dresser,
With Sirris or with Michelle?
with
There's
Sirris,
two rooms.
because one
That's
doesn't shut up.
Sirris, did you want to sleep in the other room or did you want this room? Because you were walking up to the.
I'll go in there.
Well, the good news is, I don't think I have to sleep.
Oh, so you can like watch over me and make sure nobody tries to jump me and like let me know when somebody's trying.
Well, you know I can scream.
I kind of like that about you. I grab an immovable rod out of my bag and where the door closes, right? Like
Yes.
I pop the immovable rod up against the door and I go to.
Okay. Everyone is resting through the night.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually quite cold. The group of you never would have expected the desert could be so cold. You struggle to find the warmth that you need from the thin blankets provided.
I kind of wake up and I just put.
I have my wool blanket or my wool jacket.
Yeah, I just put that on too.
There you go. So,
Like completely. I think he crashed. Technical difficulties. Oh, there you are.
Oh, he's flashing around.
hello.
Hey, you're
we see you.
You
Oh, I don't know
said-
what happened.
Yeah, I don't. I
Did
think
Did my video go out or just my
No,
voice?
that was like it was like a massive lag spike.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, it is getting late here. I know sometimes they like to reset the nodes with my internet provider when it starts getting late. So, whatever. Anyway, I said Sarah is the first one awake. Would you like to wait for the rest of the party, or is there something that you would like to do?
Well, we're kind of out of Hellfire where I wanted to do, so I just kind of tossed my jacket onto Sirris because I noticed he doesn't have anything else but that blanket on, and kind of just watch outside the door or window.
Next one awake is Joe.
Yeah, I'm ready. Woken up, gathered all my stuff, put my armor on. I head down to the bar area and order some breakfast that's available and a cup of coffee.
Ah, you're in luck. We, well, a couple, what was it? Yesterday? Yes, yesterday. This fine young gentleman here, Prayer, took the initiative to go catch some lizards. So we have some lizards.
All right, that sounds good. Mainly need is that coffee.
Coffee.
Can't start.
I
You
start
know what
heading-
coffee is?
Coffee. Not familiar.
All right, give me something that can wake me up. Orange juice or something. I don't know what. Some kind of juice. Lizard blood. I don't know.
I start walking down after I hear his footsteps.
Okay. You head down and you see the large golden dragonborn sitting at a table by a hearth, which is now extinguished. Prayer goes to the back, comes back with the drink and sets it in front of you.
All right, thank you, sir.
I sit with the Dragonborn. I don't know his name yet.
So your companion, elf, was it Sirris? He told me about your
Pretty
situation.
racist, dude.
Well, she didn't tell me her name either, so
I'm just playing.
yeah. So he told me about the situation with the young lady, the young girl.
Oh, his dragon.
A dragon, you say?
He hatched a dragon.
Oh. And I thought it was like a human, like one of the, like a human girl or something. It's a dragon, huh? Interesting.
I reach my hand up. I'm Xan'Tha.
And you can call me Tyrmagus.
Tyrmagus. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure's mine.
I look at the Avinosha and I'm like, can I get some breakfast, please? I've already paid for it.
Is Lizard okay?
That is fine.
Goes to the back. You go to take a sip of your drink. It is pure liquor.
The best part, waking up and some liquor in your cup. I take
He
sips
said
of it.
you wanted something to wake you up. I don't really know if that's what this is for.
This is perfect. Thank you. It goes great with the lizard.
Oh my gosh. So what are you doing here?
I've been traveling around, helping folks here and there. Not much of a guide, but more of a mission or something.
But you decided to help us out anyways.
Well, I figure I need some money here and there, but after hearing your companion Sirris' story about the girl being kidnapped, I figure I help out a little bit.
That's really nice of you. What kind of mission are you on?
I would say looking for some Covenant folks.
Covenant.
Yeah. Just fighting. That's all I ever do is fight. That's all I have
Rico?
left.
So you want to go into the church service?
The church service? What?
Covenant church?
You never heard of the covenant?
Not really. I grew up in a
You,
forest.
you heard about the question?
The War Nova ended some time ago. It's not unlikely that she wouldn't be too versed in it. She was on a
It's like
island in the middle
35,
of nowhere.
30 or 35 years ago.
Yeah.
I was still alive.
Brady. Yeah, of course, but you were on an island in the middle of nowhere.
Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah, I know the question. I know a lot
Well-
of things. I know a lot
Well,
of things.
I'll just give you a heads up. I'm actually looking for some folks that killed my entire clan.
Oh, hey, and I'm
And I
running
want-
away from exactly what killed my entire clan. Sweet.
Well, sometimes you can't run away. You have to face it.
I don't even
And
know
that's
if
what
the
I'm
guy's
doing.
alive. The mountain kind of whoop on itself.
Okay. A mountain. Whoop.
Sirris, Michelle, you wake up.
Yeah, it kind of like ate itself from the outside or inside.
You just see me just like take this like lizard. Like I think the lizard's on a stick and I'm just like gnawing on it, just like yeah.
I'm like,
Morning, Marna.
I'm taking like, I'm almost doing challenging bites too. I don't want to seem small.
So, Marna has seen nothing throughout the night.
That's what I was gonna ask. Yeah, are you ready to like go downstairs and join everybody?
There was a scorpion on you, but I thought if I left it alone, it would just leave. I was correct.
Oh, I mean, hmm, scorpion. Like a big one?
My frame of reference is a little skewed since I lost my body.
I could be a very good form of reference.
About as big as me.
Oh shit, that's a pretty big. Let's get the fuck out of this room. I leave the empty chest just chilling on the bed.
The chest full of empty.
Yeah, empty, empty.
Okay.
I have moved the gold into my inventory, and Xan has miscellaneous.
And I'm guessing that Sirris, are you going downstairs as well?
Yeah.
All right.
I pound on his door. Sirris, wake up! Wake up! I open the door. Are you awake yet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's food. I close the door and I walk downstairs.
Come downstairs to see Xan and Tyrmagus. Am I pronouncing that right?
I don't know.
Tyrmagus.
Or Magus. Chowing down.
Tyrmagus,
lizard.
but yeah. You guys can call me Tyr. It helps.
So dark and edgy. All of them.
I'm not dark.
Well, Tyr, before we head out, we need to get some supplies.
His name's Tyr. Hi, Tyr.
How you doing?
I'm Michelle.
And I'm
Michelle?
Marna.
Shh, we talked about this.
I looked
We're
at
in
it,
public.
I hear that, and I was like, "That skull really talked?"
I mean, it was just a disembodied voice from around my waist region.
So you're going to talk about it anyways. Can I go to the fortune teller's place, please, before we leave?
Fortune teller.
There's a fortune teller here.
Why do you want to go to a fortune teller?
To stab you.
Sure. Let's get the important
Um,
things first.
Prayer approaches the group before you leave. He says, "Oh, I should let you know, alcohol is illegal for residents. So it's not necessarily bad for you to have a drink since you're not from Maloon. The laws protect you, but it is advised that you do not be drunk in public.
I think he's
Well,
right.
How else are you supposed to be in public?
With
Well,
a skull
the
around
people
your waist.
here, yeah, the people here are fond to smoking a particular cactus flower.
So I drink and just say I'm smoking something?
You may, as long as they don't smell it on you. Again, it's for outsiders. It's fine, but it may be difficult to find while you're here. I've heard people can become dependent upon alcohol, and so, well, if you are, then you may have difficulty finding it.
I
Well-
kind of look over at Michelle.
Shit.
I still
Well-
have those bottles of wine.
Well, we just need some water skin since we're going to fill up our water skins with water so we can go
We-
to
We've
the
got
desert.
we've got a whole barrel of water, but I don't know how much.
We've got 2 barrels.
We've got 2 barrels.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well,
Yeah.
you went through some of it in your trek up the mountain, but yeah.
okay.
Okay, a barrel and a half.
All right.
Prayer extends a hand and hands Michelle some pink herb.
Is this what I is this to smoke?
Yes, this is Gravega. They say philosophers throughout the ages have used this plant during diplomatic meetings to come to an understanding.
I feel like this is a trap.
I really have gotten so much shit since I lost my goddamn.
Well,
All right,
I don't-
I'm going into autopilot mode, and I'm going to find my goddamn book so I can write.
Go look at over
Okay.
behind the over by Serendity's couch.
Just
So-
let Marna lead me.
Great.
Go look over
You
behind
wanna
the
just
couch.
see- Go ahead.
Supplies, correct?
Yeah, we were just going to stock up on just the normal things.
Okay, well we need to fill the barrel, and I think I'd be advised to get another barrel.
Yeah, we can just fast forward through that if you want, or if you want to have the full interaction, we can do that too.
In this one instance, I would like to have an interaction. Typically, I like to fast forward, but
Okay.
yeah.
so what type of
so-
supplies you guys looking for, anyways?
Food, water, stuff to cover our faces.
Yeah,
I got you.
possibly mounts.
Well, we can get a caravan.
We travel faster on our own.
Okay, maybe we can get a mount.
So you're exiting the One Horse Inn onto the dusty desert streets of Bone Marrow.
Did you remember to give me my jacket or get my jacket, Sirris?
I've got everything in my pack.
Okay, thank you.
So, where are you guys going? There are a number of shops around the town. Not a whole lot going on. The ones that stand out again are the Prophet's Eye. You were told about that one in particular. Allmart, which is the largest building in town. You did see a jewelry shop on your way through, and a couple of other small shops, but nobody really seems to be visiting those.
Can we go to the Prophet's Eye, please?
Yes, let's.
Yeah.
Okay. The Prophet's Eye is a sandstone building with a pyramidal roof and a depiction of an eye on the sign. As you enter the room, you can see on either side of the room scribes at tables, drawing runes and writing in ancient text. You denote this as the Dark Elven language, Xan,
I'm
since
going
you're the only one who can read it.
nuts with all of this.
Everyone here appears to be human with very tanned, darker skin. Towards the end of the room, A man sits in a large, sturdy desk wearing green robes. In front of him is a plaque that reads Clerk.
What's up?
Talking to him. Says, "Welcome to the Prophet's Eye. What brings you in today?"
I was told to come here, and I see. Where'd you get that book? Can I read that?
What?
How do you have all of this Dark Elven stuff?
We all write in Dark Elven.
What?
It's the language of magic.
Yeah, I know that. And I start speaking it.
He seems perplexed.
Ooh, that's pretty.
A little sidebar here: is the Dark Elven like language different from like regular Elvish language?
Yes, the Laro language is quite different. There's some root words in
Okay.
the Elven language that are similar, so you might pick up on a few words of what she's speaking since you know Elvish. However, yeah, it is different.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a cultural divide, there was separation, all that. Yeah, it's different.
All right. sounds good.
So what do
You know the language.
I do.
You speak the language.
I can.
Fascinating. Very rare we see such a thing.
What happens when you touch a magical stone and put into a magical coma?
Ah, you have seen a talisman.
Yeah?
We craft talismans here.
It wasn't a talisman. It was this giant stone.
Size does not matter. It was a talisman.
Or was it?
I'm sure Michelle would beg to differ, but anyway.
No, I'm laughing at it because he found it.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Goddamn. It was literally under my character on my desk the entire time.
It was right in front of you.
Wow. Blaming that poor
Uh,
child.
so that was my natural one earlier.
Yeah, exactly.
So what else do you do here? Do you read people's fortunes?
No, not a fortune teller. Just the talismans. We are getting a lot of popularity, however. Scrolls only work one time. Talismans, they last.
Well, would you be able to get us talismans that would help us through the desert and finding stuff?
I suppose so. What do you have? What kind of money?
Well, I also have stuff to trade.
I have a very special thing. Only one. Only one. Not a talisman. Something that I've held on to for a while. But I'm willing to part with it if you have something that interests me.
What are you interested in?
You see my shop, you see my wares.
I have
Anything rare.
I have a black dragonling Weimling leather.
Not to interrupt, what was the name of the inn?
One Horse Inn. Very interesting. We are coming close to an arrangement, but I will need something more.
I have a piece of a red dragon horn.
Okay, fair.
What does
As
it
you
do
lay your
first?
wares on the table. Oh, okay. Says, I have something to get you through the desert.
Okay.
As you lay your wares or pieces of dragon on the table, he holds out a hand, extending a ring, places it in your hand.
So you say this is supposed to help me through the desert?
Absolutely.
How?
Put it on.
Put it
Well-
on.
Will you be in town for the day?
I look at Sirris.
I planned on leaving.
How long do you need?
The ring needs a day.
I can figure out what it does in 10 minutes.
So you're pretty much attuning to this ring.
Yes.
I gotcha.
I'll catch up.
We can stay for a day.
I'm sorry.
Well, you can leave with it now if you want, but to you it will seem as though you've purchased a silver ring for all of these wares.
Well, I'm gonna stay here.
We're not walking away without knowing what that is. Do you want me to just take a look at
I'm attuning it.
I know, and it's gonna take you all day, and we're not sitting in here all
Sure.
I start to cast ritually identify
Where are you doing this?
on the floor
Just,
in
you're
the
just
store.
taking 10 minutes to cast a ritual in the floor of their shop?
Well, yeah. Where else am I gonna do it?
They're asking you to leave.
You want us to figure out what it is to do the
They
sale?
were telling me what it was doing, and you guys can't even understand what we're saying.
I was away looking for my book.
So during the conversation before all that, they were still talking their dark elvish language, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, so I wouldn't
So-
have been able to understand anything other than the fact that she was just giving.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, either way, that would have led to me offering to. And do you want to ask if I can identify
No, they already identified it. I just have to attune to it.
it? So what is it?
It's a ring that will help me through the desert.
That doesn't identify what it actually does.
I'm pretty sure it'll keep me cool enough to not have to, like, have a heat stroke.
All right, whatever. Throw your shit away for a piece of shit ring.
Oh, goodness.
I'll be back over
Okay.
at the inn later.
Well, how about this? I can trade in the sword for that ring.
No.
And sure.
Yes.
All right.
So, wait, what all pieces of dragon were you getting rid of? Because I
The
need
black
that.
Horn
leather.
and some scales.
Okay.
No, it was the piece of. It's a large piece of
Well,
horn that I took,
yeah,
and
leather.
the leather from the black dragon.
Okay.
You said it was leather from a black dragon and a piece of horn.
Yes.
All right.
Very good. Okay, where to, guys?
I'm coming. Bye. Have fun.
I don't even know where we're at.
They're at the Prophet's Eye.
In a little shop called the Prophet's Eye.
Fuck it. Let's stop at Walmart.
Okay. Very, very large building. Let me see here. As you approach, you see lots and lots of people going in and out of this place, carrying a variety of goods. Some food, some actual materials like shovels and ropes and things of that nature. When you enter, it's quite unlike anything you've ever seen. It's a very large building to be a shop. It looks like an entire market has been crammed inside of this building.
Huh.
Also, it immediately becomes cooler.
Oh. Joe, I'll look over at you, like, kind of give you a questioning look, like, the fuck is this place?
I ponder. You see my if Dragonborn had eyebrows, it'd be like that look, but it'd be like, okay, the hell are we?
So, you are greeted by an old gnome at at the entrance. He says, "Hello, hello, and welcome to All Mart, where we sell everything. This little town doesn't have a smith or a leather worker or a tailor, so All Mart does it all. We get trade from all over the place, and we sell all."
Yeah, okay.
Couldn't help but overhear your conversation. This place is a little bit different than what you may have seen. No bartering here. All price points are final. And my name is Samuel Olden, and this is my market.
Greetings, old. How you doing?
Very good. Very good. So just collect what you will and bring it up front, and they'll charge you a fee.
Okay. Samuel, before you go, maybe you can help me with something.
Yeah, yes.
I would have gotten the Draconis Fundamentum from you earlier, Xan'Tha.
Wait, what do you mean gotten? Because this thing is large. You just packing it around? I mean,
it's only 150 pounds. That's less than what I'm carrying right now.
Did you want to borrow my bag of holding?
I guess I could, just for the sake of the narrative.
All right, I had given you my bag of holding before you left.
I should have made that clear earlier.
Yeah.
okay,
Okay.
so
I'll pull this thing out. You know, I need to preserve this.
very, very good. Salt, perhaps?
To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I've never dealt with anything quite like this.
I can't tell you one way or the other. The only way I know to preserve meat is salting it, smoking it, jerky, things of the like.
I suppose we can try. All
Okay,
right.
well, down here, the fourth aisle down. By the
So,
way, if it wasn't clear enough, you're pretty much in Walmart.
yeah, I kind of figured. Um, so we'll go through, grab the things that we need: food, water, salt, or apparently.
They also sell the proper attire to survive in the desert, which you could go with.
Yeah, I'll.
There's a wide variety, though everything here appears to be pretty poorly made.
Get me some if you are.
Sounds like Walmart.
Yeah, you get everything
Yeah.
at half the price and a third the quality that you would want.
Can you
Oh.
type in the name of the scimitar?
It's the guy's last name.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right, so I'm going to grab a couple sets of clothes for everyone.
Okay. So everyone's just traveling together, picking up whatever they need. If there's anything you want, it's probably here. Whenever my brother's character came through Allmart, he bought an anchor. Don't ask.
Nice.
Don't ask, but he wanted an anchor, and he found an anchor. So.
Okay. Well, yeah, cool. I want to get some chain and a hook.
Okay. Anyone else? Because I want to know if you guys are splitting up or what's happening.
I'm over at Prophet's Eye, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Michelle?
I'm good.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
I mean, I'm
I'll,
assuming you're there. Is there anything you want to look for?
Probably too poor for anything.
You just got like 350 gold.
It's
Yeah,
pretty
spend
poor.
it, dude.
That's good money, dude.
Ask your
351
voice thing on your hip
gold.
and tell. Ask what he wants.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Marna,
gonna look for a better way to carry Marna and maybe a scabbard for the broken, so that way I can carry it on my hip.
Okay, sure. Not exactly sure the best way to carry him around.
So
I mean, you're able to find.
a little table talk here. You guys have a bag of holding, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Just saying.
Well, I was thinking that maybe he could have like one of those silky craft bags.
So he can still see through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
It's
maybe
a ghost
like
on the hip.
yeah, well you know like the thigh held bag, like the one with the wraparound leg strap kind of dealie.
Okay.
Can
I
I
mean, I
get one
thought-
of those that's like halfway see through?
You know what? For the sake of narrative, sure.
I just want to like a sack that he's not gonna jump around in, and like he can just
Stick him in a
He's
stick
being
him in a pair of
nice.
pantyhose.
yeah, kind of, you know, just not in my pantyhose. He can be in his own. And I guess, I mean, I don't really need a different attire, do I? I'm pretty well set for the desert as is, right?
I mean, you're technically the shirt you're wearing isn't even really there. It's
Yeah.
an illusion. So I mean, yeah, you're pretty open now. You know, heavy clothing is pretty typical to keep the heat off you, but whatever you want to do.
I'll get a hat.
Get a hat, yeah. Keep your head
Okay,
from sunburn.
I'll get a nice hat. A good
Okay.
sun hat with like a flower or a feather.
Okay. As you are shopping around, you hear a voice, Michelle, a familiar voice. It shouts out your name, Michelle, and you hear a clamor of goods. You turn to see an Avinosha just drop everything and run and jump and grab your neck. Not like choke you, like jump around your neck, happy to see you.
Hi, person I totally know, but I cannot currently remember the name.
So, this is an Avanosha who appears to look like a parrot. You do remember her. You remember her from one of your first voyages. Your captain rescued her from another vessel after she was imprisoned as a novelty because she looked like a parrot. Her
Do you
name-
actually have a name for Captain Fancy Pants?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. So
But her name is Pasita. And you have not seen her in a very, very long time.
oh my God, how the hell have you been, girl?
She's like, how did you even get out here?
I mean, I don't think I can actually tell you how we actually got out here. We had a guy.
Oh my goodness, where's the captain? What happened to the ship?
Oh, you were. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, one time you guys made port, and I stayed a little late in the library like I usually do, and then everybody was gone.
So you remember Tim, the captain?
Yeah.
So the cat. I'm gonna insert narrative. Captain Fancy Pants, code word for captain's name that has yet been. He's dead. I'm still not quite sure what happened. He got jumped in a tavern when we made port, and he was killed by a bunch of pirates, and they Tim and I survived, and some of the other crew it's where we separated. Tim and I started traveling from ship to ship to try to make our way after.
Wow, that's wow. Well, yeah, I finally made it to the Red Sands. I wanted to, see the Yacht of Avis, but it's gone now. So,
It was gone a while ago, wasn't it?
well, it's been a while. All I heard were the sailor stories, and I thought it was still there.
There is a lot of long stories.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I made my way all the way out here to the Red Sands for nothing, I guess.
Are
I
you
like
just
your hat.
traveling? I just bought it. And I wave my head around.
Yeah, just traveling through, just, kind of looking around. I don't know. I don't really have a direction. I've just kind of been traveling, It's great.
It's good to get out and see the world.
Of course, of course. So, what are you guys doing? I
We're
mean,
kind of
I
important
assume.
now. It's weird. I mean, Tim's gone. Tim left. So I'm
Huh.
currently within a that's I don't really want to get it. But
Okay.
I'm with a mercenary party right now. We're out collecting things I'm not supposed to talk about. I don't where the world has entered a new age and the worm is awakening. So if you're out to go get a new you see the world, now's the time.
Tyr, I lean over to you while he's going through his whole spiel. Subtlety is his middle name.
I can definitely tell that. I mean, just looking at him, I could tell he's a barbarian. Jeez. It would just take me a surprise if it was like some kind of bard or whatever, but
Oh, he is truly a scholar of the highest caliber.
Yeah. Okay.
Do I overhear their shit talking?
You do.
Dickheads.
I think he was talking to you.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Priscilla, what are you doing out? You said you were traveling. Where are you going from here?
Oh, I was on my way over to Prushka, the capital. I mean, you got to be careful what you do out there. They definitely do not have rights for women, So I'm kind of at a disadvantage. But yeah, I wanted to go.
Seemed like slavery was pretty up top.
Yep. That's their history for sure. I wanted to go visit the libraries. Man, do you know what they do in this country to people? Like, if they catch you stealing, they'll take a limb. It's a little nervous being here, but they have so much history. I had to come visit.
Seems a little extreme. Even for my standards.
Yeah, it's an interesting place, but I've been warned about what to navigate. I read a lot of books about the place before I came. The boat ride over, packed a couple with me.
Can be a long ride.
Yeah, it took a while. I mean, it's just not as fun as it was back then. Sailing around. Everybody's stick in the mud, and they don't give me enough candles to read at night.
Why? I mean, can't you just find something to give you a little ball of lighter?
Well, I mean, I know some minor magic, but it's just not the same. So, anyway, are you guys going to the capital?
I think we're going to intervene with somebody on the way to the capital and take something from the. Yeah, we're on the way to the capital.
Oh, okay. Well, I've already got a carriage if you want to come along.
I think we're gonna be taking a route that a carriage couldn't take. We kind of gotta we gotta catch up on them. They got a couple days head start.
You're not looking for a fight again, are you?
No. There's
Liar.
There's
You're a
other
liar.
ways. There's other ways to get what you want from people. Sometimes, right?
I
Huh.
mean, I
I
know the
think
way
this is the
that you
first
get
time he's ever
what
said
you
that.
want, and I don't know if everyone likes that.
I mean, there's other ways that I know how to get what I. So, yeah, I mean, we've got a bone to pick with some people about a thing on the way there, but Sirris, you're fucking listening in anyway. Come on over here. This is my friend Priscilla from like a long time. Like,
Pleasure.
let me open back.
Priscilla. But it has been a long time ago, so
Okay, so
Anyway.
I met the dad when I was like 7, so and then the bad thing happened when I was 12. So this is like 13 or 14.
yeah, it's been a very long time since. I mean, whenever you remember seeing her, she was like a little girl.
Like my height. Well, probably a little smaller than me. Considering I like knocked my dad out at that age.
Yes,
So
it's been a pleasure, but we do need to be getting on our way.
she wants to go to the like capital place. Are we heading that way?
We are.
We are. Is it cool if she comes with us? Yeah, I mean, you got your own shit.
I mean, yeah, you know, I'm more of a. I mean, I used to be a librarian for a while. I don't like to fight if I can help it, but yeah, I have supplies. And, you know, I don't know if you remember, but on the ship I knew quite a bit of first aid.
First aid is helpful. I mean, seriously, you're always kind of.
She can come with us. As long as she doesn't slow us down.
She's pretty
Oop.
nimble.
Yeah, we should get going. Burning daylight here.
Okay.
All right, I got to pay for all my shit. How much was that?
So you just purchased a hat, right?
A hat,
And a bag and
a scabbard for the broken sword. I'm straight up gonna put the like part of the broken sword in there, and then put the top hat.
okay. 15 silver.
Throw in some fantasy skittles in there too.
Those are called M&Ms, sir.
As we're walking out, I say fabulous, and I wear a shirt to or long flowing robes that kind of blends with.
She seems excited at that. So, everyone's purchased their goods. Now it's time to get a cart. Not hard to find. There is a stabled area.
Are we? Tier, are we traveling by cart? Can a cart make it over the dunes, or how?
Camels, if you prefer.
Yeah.
Well, depends on how fast you want to go meet up with your target. You can go through the ruins. You can go through the dunes, or you can take road. Road will take longer because it's all the side winding and stuff. The dunes will take you straight through.
Yeah, we just
See,
gotta
I
catch them before they get to a city.
I knew you were going to be fighting someone. You don't call someone you're looking for a target unless you're going to kill them.
We didn't. I mean, we might not kill him. We just need his thing. A thing that he had. Shit.
Getting all jumbled up, aren't you?
Well, I would say let's head straight through the dunes. So we'll need some camels just to get through.
Okay.
How much stuff do we have to carry, or how much can we
Well, again-
carry on the camels?
Well, again, you've got the bag of holding that can mitigate a lot of weight. Camels have a carrying capacity of 480 pounds, aka one Sirris.
I'm not wearing
One
armor.
alive
Okay.
Sirris.
Yeah,
You're not wearing armor.
you're just. Are you wearing your breastplate, or are you taking that off for the?
No, I'm wearing it. What am I going to go
Okay.
unarmored? What am I, a savage?
Hey,
So
I resemble.
But
a camel, if you're looking to purchase, is 50 gold each. Now they do have a program in place where if you take a guide with you, you would pay 50 gold for the passage to the nearest city.
What about the cart?
So if you are taking a cart, see here, 35 gold pieces for the wagon itself, and then you would have to pay for the mounts to take it. Now, again, if you're taking a guide, it would be all the same, 50 gold.
Pisita has a cart.
Yes, she does.
Well,
So the
that's-
real question lies in: are we going over the dunes, or are we taking the cart? Because we got to catch, preferably before they get to a city. Because I really don't feel like having this confrontation, not a fight.
Okay.
Pasita,
Yes.
would you be willing to part with your cart?
Oh, that's fine. It's not mine anyway.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't before I found it.
Fair. Okay. So I'd say we
Misha,
need a
very
minimum
weird.
of 3 camels.
3 camels. Is that going to be enough?
You and Michelle can take one. Xan and I can take one. Xan, another party member you haven't met. And then one for Tyr.
I'm practically meditating in the prophet's eye, so
Oh yeah, we still need to go get Xan.
is this like a long rest for me?
Short rest.
it has to be
Okay.
4 hours for you.
I can pay for our camel, Pisita.
I'm pretty much full.
Okay.
I'm pretty much fully healed by now, so
So 50 gold per mount. I guess you're going to get Xan now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Traveling back. The man selling the camels appears, your first thought is dirty. He's got a wide nose and he's missing a couple of teeth. He's wearing battered old clothing and kind of squinting the entire time you're standing in front of him. He says, "How many camels? 2. 2
3.
camels? 3. 3 camels.
Three camels.
What?
3. Are you deaf?
3. Yes, 3. Okay." And he kind of limps away and comes back guiding them by the reins. One spits in the dirt near you, Michelle, and he kind of turns and smacks it in the head real quick. And he turns back and says, "Okay, yep, 150 gold."
I've never bought a camel. I have no idea if that's fair.
"It's fair." Marna says, "That's not fair."
Shh.
The camels immediately
talked
start
about
to
this.
kick and back away from the party. He's having trouble reining them in.
I want to try and calm them.
Animal handling.
Yeah.
man, if you had your ranger there, you know.
10
Oh, you're
plus
there
5,
now.
15.
Huh?
You're there now. They went and got you.
Oh, is my ring
Yeah.
good?
Your ring takes a whole day
Excuse
to
me.
attune.
That's why I was there.
So, I mean, he can tell you what it does, but it won't be attuned, so you won't know if that's what it does.
Well, I was going to give her the day anyway.
Okay. Very good. So, 150 gold. What did you roll?
15.
They do calm down, but They don't seem to want to get close to the group.
See that, Marna? You scared off the camel. You gotta like,
Talking to.
you gotta, shh. You gotta like calm down. Like you can't just blurt out. I look like I'm talking to my waist.
Priscilla seems concerned. She says, "Oh my God, did you name it?"
It named itself.
What does that mean?
Exactly what I said. It named itself. That's its name.
I think you were at sea for too long, Michelle.
You can
Yeah.
never be at sea for too long.
So are
Anyway,
you paying the
Marna,
man?
are we good?
Yeah.
Like you got this?
Well,
Don't answer. Like I'm gonna.
Oh well, we're doing a transaction right here, right? Right now, still.
Yes.
Okay.
I totally had this conversation in front of.
Okay, and then at the same time, I will secretly cast Divine Sense.
Okay. So you are sensing the presence of fiends, demons, undead,
Yeah,
alike.
yeah.
So
I can also detect good, evil, and all that stuff. So yeah.
yes. So your sense presents itself in the form of a aroma.
Okay.
The skull appears, well, disgusting, like bile to your nostril. You kind of have to turn and snort in the other direction. And as you do, you sneeze in the direction of one. What, Xan, are you there?
No, I'm still at the top.
Did you want to stay? You wanted to stay. Okay. You sneeze in the direction of your group. Yeah, everybody else you
Achoo.
don't get anything from them, but
Oh,
that
bless you. Are you
skull-
okay?
All right. When we're done with this transaction, I like to have a talk with
Talk with me?
you. Yes, in your hip.
Oh. Give me. I'm actually gonna roll to see if I actually understand what he's saying. It's an even and odds roll, Zach. It's okay.
I'm gonna go grab. No, we'll take break.
Okay, I get what you're saying. Oh, that hip.
I haven't got all day. 150 gold. Come on.
I
I-
paid him.
I hand him 50.
Okay, here you go. And he pulls the rope, the lead, and hands it off to Sirris, who was already trying to calm them down. Says, "They're yours now. You can stable them here for a day if you got a little while, but all yours."
Yeah, we'll leave him with you. We'll be back in the morning.
Before we go, I can do it as a ritual as long as I'm not going to get yelled at by somebody. Can I ritual cast Speak with Animal?
May attempt to.
I attempt to.
Magic! Foul demons! Out of my shop!
What is?
Go! Get out of here! Leave this place!
I don't know if that one. I have to look it up because in the book gave it a completely different description than looking like a magic spell. It gave it like a commune with totem spirit thing.
Yeah, it takes a while. It's more like, I'm pretty sure for shamans it's more like a
It's like a 10-minute.
campfire type thing, yeah. Priscilla lets you know they don't take too fondly to magic around.
Well, that's a great way to end this business deal.
Yeah.
Let's take our camels and go find Xan.
Let's do that.
Okay. Walking down the street with your camels. You know what? I haven't played any music this whole game, and I just now realized. How could I? I got all kinds of new music too. Let's see. Anyway, the group is headed back to the Prophet's Eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Enter the shop.
About what time is it now?
Right now, round about, it's midday, it's noon.
All right. Let's see here. What else should we get before we leave? You've been here longer than us.
Well, I got all my stuff. You said you had supplies, water, food, and stuff. So I think we're all fine here.
You think it'd be okay? Well,
Just
no.
make sure you have a good blade out there too.
Oh, I know what you need. I know exactly what you need. You need to go to the embassy to get your passes.
Passes.
Yeah.
Well,
Why do we need
ob-
passes?
Obviously, I know you're not from here, but if they don't have your nationality on record, then you could be tried as if you were from here. And that's a big thing.
Oh, I see what it is.
Uh-oh.
Fine. Let's go get these passes.
Need a passport.
This is like a real ID thing and Washington State's doing. You know, just you have to do it, and then
I got a bit of a problem.
What's that?
Shell doesn't remember where he's from exactly.
Well, just
fly
let
like
them
the
know
rest
you're
of
not from here.
Just say you're from Phil, like the rest of us.
But I wasn't. That would be lying.
If you let them know you're from here, you're going to be tried like you're from here. They're going to expect tribute
You
from
can say
you.
you're
And if
from
you don't
Heathcliff
give them
mean,
tribute,
because you
I'm-
just came from Heathcliff.
I mean, I'm not from here, so that would also be a lie. But you know, I'll just
Doesn't
tell him
matter.
I'm not from here. Maybe that'll work.
Oh.
So, she points. That's where we need to go. And right there, I'm going to give us a little break, take a $5. I don't know what you guys are on board with. Since we started a half hour late, I thought we might go a little bit over tonight. Up to you guys.
That's cool
But,
with me.
yeah, I'm fine.
but yeah, we'll take a 5-10 minute break.
gave me one that can't run away and die.
There you go. Welcome back to Roll Initiative. So, the party just learned that magic is frowned upon in the land of Illusion. Shooed away by the person who sold you the camels. And now you have... Were you going to rest in town for the day, or what were you going to do before making your voyage?
We need to go to the embassy.
That is correct. Thank you. You know, usually I don't end up taking the full break. All right. So we're headed over to the embassy. It is an embassy from the Summerlands in Aelia. It's a stone building with large white banners bearing a golden sun. It's in the southeast side of town. Its architecture alone shows it was made by someone clearly not from this land. Inside are a number of ambassadors. You can also see many crates stockpiled around the room. There's an elf, a female elf, sitting behind a counter. She kind of just waves at the group as you enter.
I understand we're supposed to purchase passes.
Oh, that's right. Yes, you're going to need a passport. Where are you going? Where are you from?
I'm from Thiel. So is she.
Okay.
Actually, no,
Phil?
Zan's still at the shop. Never mind. So I'm
We
from Thiel.
Phil.
didn't.
And what is your name?
Sirris Axelis.
And what is your reason for visiting this country?
Travel.
Travel, popular one. Okay, yep. Just fill out these forms, and we'll have you a passport in no time.
Oh no.
Yeah, you have to be able to write.
Michelle can't write.
Maybe you can get Pasita to do it for you. Okay, so she hands out forms to the group with a very wide smile. She seems way too happy for someone with such a mundane job. She says, there's some tables and chairs over there if you want to have a seat and fill out your forms. In the meantime, can I get you anything?
I like your enthusiasm.
Oh yeah, it's great working for the embassy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I look at Paseta. Is she okay?
I don't know, but she's probably the only person in this town who's allowed to have alcohol, so maybe that makes her happy.
That makes me happy. So that's fair. That's a fair guess.
Yeah.
I've got some.
Paseta, where did you put you were?
What?
Where did you say you were from?
I said I was from the Shattered Isle. Now, everybody knows that most Avanosha are from here, but I want them to know.
Oh, okay. Can so I still can't like write. Can you help me out here? But there's I don't.
Marna says, "You can't write. What are you, thick-skulled?"
And skin, but remember, shush. Like we're out in
Put a
public.
pen in my mouth and I can write.
I really want to see that, but maybe in private. Because I might, I already got yelled at twice for magic, and now I'm talking on my waist.
He starts murmuring something in a language that you don't understand.
I mean, that's fair.
So the empty skull is smarter than he is.
Oh yeah.
Probably very much so. We found my conscience.
We found the opposite.
Okay, so
Oh,
The only
your
thing
skull is
Neither of us can
I
do
like
is
that.
right.
So you found Jiminy Cricket, and
Yeah.
Xan'Tha has Sebastian for a sword.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
so.
man.
So
Okay.
can you fill out my paperwork? I mean, you just put it like the Shattered Isles or whatever what you did, because it was an island. But
Okay. Yeah, I'll fill it out for you. Don't worry about it.
thanks. Do you want money for that, or are you like we good?
I don't know. It's fine.
I'll get you some booze or
I'm
water.
not gonna be able to get it
Water.
here, but I've already got some. Just not enough to share.
I'll play you a tune later, like when we go to rest. Some of those old sea change. Fuck,
Oh,
I've had
that
way
would
too
be
much to
great.
drink.
So, fills out the form for you. Again, you don't really know what it says, but she's filled it out for you.
It looks like common.
Yep. Sirris, you look over at the form, and you can see there's quite a bit of writing under the category for handicaps.
Huh. Fair enough.
What are you laughing about?
Nothing. She just has peculiar handwriting.
She kind of gives you a wink and then goes and gives the paperwork over to the elf woman. Says, "All right, give us about an hour, and we'll get these forms processed and get you your passports."
So, is there anything we should know while we're here?
Oh yeah, there's all kinds of history about this place. What would you like to know?
Less about history and more things to help keep us alive.
Okay, sure. So let's see here. First of all, every 3 months, homage must be paid to the Sultan, who rules over this area. Gold, silver, salt, dyes, linens, all those kind of things are typical. All towns who miss tribute must sacrifice a quarter of their population to the Sultan per local ordinance.
Oh, that's harsh.
Yes, that is.
How much?
A quarter of the town's population.
Oh my. No, how much must be sacrificed in homage?
Basically, it's case by case. Each town has to give tribute dependent on how much they gave last year. They must always give more than they gave the year before.
Oh God.
So it can be crippling to the economy, but this is kind of the way they do it. And the increase in slave labor has kind of caused a big divide between the rich and poor here. Sometimes men have been known to steal water just to survive, but of course then they have their hands removed, and once their hands are removed, they can't be used as a slave, so if they get another offense, they're usually just killed. That's why it's very important for you to have a passport. But all of that aside, most of the laws that you really need to know to keep yourself safe here is don't drink in public, don't perform magic in public, do not speak against an officer of the law, and know that the people here are not judged by their wealth, they're judged by how much they give. So this whole tribute ceremony that happens every couple of months, well, it's kind of just a parade where people show off everything that they've given to the capital. There's a bit of a story behind that, but basically there was a bad winter and everyone was holed up in the capitals to survive. So now everyone gives tribute to the capital, and if something bad happens, they're allowed to stay there for free.
Interesting.
Yep. Makes me miss home. and they were in the middle of a civil war.
Yeah, this place isn't big on rights, okay, but you have a right to avoid
Party.
the same kind of punishments. If you are tried for doing something, you need to let them know that you're not a native, and you'll receive the punishment based on the country that you come from.
Oh, very interesting.
Yes, well,
I
we
hope
have a
I
lot of
picked a good
people-
one.
We have a lot of people come through here who were tried for something or another, and basically, we're here to look up the laws and give a proper sentence. There are other embassies around, but Bone Marrow seemed like a safe place for Elia to put an embassy because the nature of all marts keep this place going year to year. So there you have it.
So,
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Weird customs. Can't even speak to a fucking camel.
You could if you were more attuned to nature.
I don't want to be too attuned to nature.
So, are we still waiting? Are we still waiting for our passports still?
It'll take about an hour.
Okay. Is the lady still next to us, or did she wander back off to her desk or something? And are we waiting in a waiting room or something?
I
Like
mean,
shitty
whatever
elevator.
you want to do.
playing.
If you want to just say we wait an hour or whatever, that's fine for the sake
Oh,
of moving things
Oh,
along.
yeah. But I just want to like go up to I want to go to Michelle and be like, what is like I whisper into his ear and I'm like, what is that on your hip? What is in that bag?
It's me, Shell. But that's fine. It's not a what. It's kind of a who.
I know you have an undead there.
I don't know what the hell he is realistically. I know what he used to what.
Okay.
Do you know about this kind of stuff?
I have a divinity for stuff like this, but that's all I have.
I mean, he's really old, like really old, and he missed a lot of time. So I found him in a treasure chest that we pulled from an ancient red dragon's stomach,
Okay.
So,
and
Do you really
yeah.
want to talk about this in public?
We're whispering in each other's ears.
All
Like
right.
it's worse. It's should we talk about this somewhere else?
Maybe out the city.
Okay, well we can talk about Marna when we're out of the city. Marna.
All right.
Well, as long as we're discussing it, I don't like to be spoken to as if I'm not here.
What? No, I know you heard everything, but I didn't want you to rebuttal and.
At
Hey.
least I'm not screaming.
numbskull, quiet, or I'll leave you in the sand.
Would are you talking to me, or the what?
Yes.
I look down at my hip. Must be talking about you.
I don't like him very much.
Yeah, he's ornery. Shh.
Second time. Oh, okay. Second time. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I'm done waiting for this.
All right. So,
I'm gonna
she brings you
catch
guys
up
your
with.
passports.
I'm gonna spend this time catching up with Priscilla, talking about my adventures and my escapades
Okay.
through the time, kind of catching up, finding out how she's been doing.
She lets you know that in her, since the last time you saw her, she has become a scholar. She decided to become a librarian in the town where she was left, and spent a lot of time studying. Go, Brady. God, my dog's acting like an idiot. She spent a lot of time studying. She found a belief in the question. And she has basically been spending the last couple of years pursuing the question, just trying to find answers to life's greatest mysteries.
Mm.
But yeah, she remembers very fondly her time on the ship. It seems like she's, I don't know, really excited to see you. So, time passes. They bring you out your passports. They are stamped with a wax seal. And they say, be careful out there in the desert. It's mighty hot today.
Well,
Yeah.
How are you so peppy?
What?
You're doing like a desk job. I would like rip my own head off
Well, we get
doing
smoke
a desk.
breaks all the time.
But what? Smoke break?
She's high. Come on, let's go.
Oh, you smoked that other plant. I'm assuming somebody's dragging me.
yeah, but we're dragging them out.
Okay. So, back outside.
Sorry, Michelle, no filter.
Where to,
Good.
guys?
We're going to link back up with Xan and see if she's done attuning to her new ring.
Did we get her passport too?
Sure did.
Yeah, fuck. She can go get it whenever we fill her in.
They're free?
Yeah.
Weird.
You are a citizen. You have rights. At least
Yep,
that's the way she
But I
believes.
still have to pay for a passport here in America.
I'm not a citizen here. I have enough rights.
Just saying.
No, they're not
Right.
charging you.
Yeah, so we're heading back there to meet up with her.
I'm
Are they
reading,
done
like,
attuning her?
third book.
You are attuned to your ring.
What does it do?
You receive a ring of nourishment. Has anyone here heard of this item?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So if you don't know, as long as you wear the ring, you no longer need to eat or drink. It does take a day to attune the ring. You take it off, it will, you can get hungry again, but as long as you have it on, you no longer need to eat or drink.
I see them walking through the door over my book going, hi guys! And I see Priscilla. I'm like, who's her?
Oh, is that all that does? Because this does a lot.
She kind of turns her head at you. Sorry, my allergies are really acting up. She says, hi, my name's Priscilla. And yeah, I'm an old friend of Michelle's.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, so
That sounds really jealous there. You're like,
No,
oh, that's so great.
After the last city we were at, I have issues with Aviation.
Yeah, she's a bit protective.
Gotcha.
Yeah, well, she's worried about, somebody being forward with her in the future.
Mm.
Like trying to roofie her and,
yeah, that's basically what happened in the last time.
Gotcha.
There was a ornery old Avanosha who really liked elves. So,
Sweet.
Now, according to this, it takes 7
Uh,
hours to attune.
Yeah, so we'll send
You're all attuned,
Zan.
ready to take off.
Yeah,
I
we'll send
am
Zan to go
definitely
get
gonna
her.
take off. So I'm like, so what did you guys do?
I bought a hat.
You bought a hat.
What,
We
can't you see it?
we learned a lot of stuff about the culture.
What's the most
Yeah.
important
Yeah,
one that I
I
have?
could have told you all of that.
Don't do magic.
Don't do magic.
Well, duh.
Was that Marna or was that
That
Persephone?
was
No.
Marna.
God damn it.
I'll have to give him a specific voice. I'll work on that.
So is that
I'm
like-
sorry.
So is he like your new boyfriend or something?
Bitch. Shh. We're not talking about him right now. Like, it's.
On the plus side, he can't object to your advances. I mean,
It's hard for him to run away.
So
Yeah.
is there anything important I need to know about the culture around here?
You need to go get a
Uh,
passport.
as you're walking that way, Pasita relays all of that information to you. Can't drink, can't do magic. They take a tribute, and they take like a fourth of the population of the city if you don't meet the tribute. It's pretty messed up. And from what I've read, this Sultan who rules over the place, let me find it here. His name is Sultan Wardvik Al-Jakad.
Oh, please, for dear. Thank you.
There you go.
Us, spelling challenge.
Wardvik Al-Jakad. Anyway,
You're just copying
yeah,
this?
his whole family has kind of led this area for a long time. They say a long time ago. Sorry, they say a long time ago, Ryuf was kind of its own little city-state type thing. And whenever they tried to get tribute from all these other cities, like some old guy had prophesied there was going to be a really harsh summer or something, and they tried to get tribute from all these cities and they denied them. So when the harsh summer came, they closed the gates to their city, and a lot of people died, and now everyone just follows this tribute.
Sounds like somebody else needs to die.
It's not our problem. We have more important things to tend to.
No, I know. Let's go get my passport, I guess.
Okay. And for the sake of narrative, we're just going to say you get your passport.
Yeah, then we'll go back
Where
to the
are
end
you
to
saying that
rest.
you're from? Because I'm interested.
Still?
Okay.
That's
Pretty much
what
everyone's
the
from
hole
Phil.
in the Thill was the mountain.
Yeah. What's that?
The hole in Thill, the red hole in Thill, that was her mountain.
Okay. So, now everyone has their passports. You're all ready to go, right?
Yep.
However, it is coming on. Like it's the evening time now. You've only got a couple hours of sunlight. If you like to leave now or wait for tomorrow. It really doesn't matter to me. I just want to know what you're doing.
What do you think, Tyr?
Well, it's getting late. It'll get cold. It's better to just leave in the morning.
Wait, what did you guys
Fine
get
with me.
for mounts?
Camels.
Oh, yay. They like to spit in
Yeah,
your
can't you
faces.
see them? We're literally leading them around the city because we can't stay.
Oh.
We can put them. I don't know. We did upset the stable person, so
Yeah. I pissed him off by trying to talk to the animal. He got mad.
We'll,
I turned to one of the camels. I'm like, you guys aren't so bad, aren't you?
It
Roll for
tries
spit.
to
Roll for
bite
spit.
you.
roll for spit.
No, not spit. It's trying to bite you.
Oh yes. Roll for
roll
bite.
for punch.
It misses because you're
Ah.
so nimble. However, yeah, it tried to bite you.
I'm gonna try to calm it down to see if it'll try to like warm up to me.
No, don't do magic stuff.
Without doing magic.
It's, you can do
Animal
that without
handling.
doing magic.
Use that skill.
And 15.
Okay. Yeah, you calm it down.
Yeah, see, you're not so bad after all, aren't you?
The other one bites.
No, they just seem very upset that they're not doing anything, from what you can tell. They're just getting restless.
Do you have enough food and water?
Did you guys get any water?
Yeah, we got enough.
We've added a couple of party members. Is a barrel and a half and
Well, I don't.
Depends on how far you're traveling.
Well, I don't feel hungry at all, so or thirsty.
Yeah, that's a good point. You won't need to consume any.
But there's still 3 others, 4 or 5 other 4.
Yeah, for people who need.
I only have enough rations from what's in an explorer's pack.
Well, remember we
So
bought 21 rations. back
Pasita
in
has her
November.
own food and water. You asked her if she was good. She said that she was. She already planned to make this journey herself, so
I'm gonna
she's
go.
fine.
I'm gonna go buy like 30 rations. How much is that gonna?
30? How much does a steel rations cost? I'll pull it up real quick.
I don't have a.
Actually, one second here. I have a list. I have a list of armor and weapons. I don't have a list of equipment, but I'm pretty much right here. Anyway, I'll calculate that. So,
Are you just using
are
the
you
player's
guys
handbook?
resting or are you going? Yeah, PHP.
Yeah. We're gonna rest and then head out.
I turned,
Rations, 1 day, 5 silver pieces.
I turned to Sirris. So how are you feeling?
Angrier than I have in a long time.
How are you physically doing?
Sore, but that'll pass.
Hopefully this time.
1 gold, 50 silver. That's how much it would cost you. All right, resting for the night. Are you headed back to the One Horse Inn?
Yes.
Yeah.
Zan,
Yes.
you paid enough that they're just going to give you guys the night.
All right.
Do you guys have a place where we can stable up these camps?
I'll see what I can do.
We're kind of dickheads, so
Okay. You go take care of them. He's shouting at nothing. There is no one in front of him. You assume he's talking about, his helper prayer, but he's not in the room.
prayer's not here. Do you have a place for? I can go tie him up or something.
He's gotten so quiet. He used to be a knight. How did he learn to get so quiet?
He's not here.
Took his armor off.
I just think maybe he doesn't want me to. He's probably downstairs tinkering.
All right, I go to
Do you
go
mind
find
going
prayer.
to fetch him for me?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go find him. Yeah.
So, you descend the stairs and see Prayer sitting at a table with a lantern. Sprawled out in front of him are strange mechanical bits you can't quite identify. Springs and cogs and screws and bolts in it. You can't exactly tell what he's working on, but some kind of contraption. It reminds you of the gnome that you met back in Heathcliff, who is now seeing over things.
So I slammed the door open. Is there like a door at the base of the stairs or something?
Sorry, my headphone came out. Can you repeat that?
Is there like a door at the bottom of the stairs or?
No, there's a door at the top of the stairs.
Oh, okay. Well, then I probably haven't seen him. So I opened that nicely, and then I went down. Hey, fuck, I already forgot his name.
Prayer.
Predator. Are you down here?
Yes, I'm just working, practicing some of the things that old man Bluebird taught me.
Old man Bluebird dude upstairs was asking if you could help us with stabling our camp.
You're a
He said
client.
it. He said it very nicely, like he cared. He definitely
I'm
wasn't
sure he
ordering
did.
you to do a thing.
I'm sure he did. You know, I used to be a knight in the service at Avinosha before the fall, and now I'm
He
just a
said you
whipping
used
boy.
to. He said you used to be a knight, and then said something about you've gotten.
Well, yes, I used to be a knight. I took up Bluebird because he understood engineering. It's part of our culture that I
You turned into a robot and died.
He's lagging right now.
Oh no. I guess I will write that name down that I didn't write down yet.
Old Bluebird.
You're like, no.
Zach, buddy, if you're talking, we can't hear you.
Yeah, you've gone silent.
You've gone full dark side.
Da-da-da-da.
So other than that, Destiny 2 is pretty cool to play now.
Oh, they finally fix it?
Yeah, the servers are back up, and then now they're Shadowkeep live.
I forgot
Oh,
Shadowkeep
wow.
came out.
Welcome back.
check. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yep, we can't see you.
Yeah, you won't be able to either because my internet just went down.
Oh no.
Oh, we're coming up on a close anyway, so no big deal. But as I was saying, he decided to take up engineering to preserve their culture, and in return, he is helping Bluebird, who is now blind, take care of things. He kind of just lets out a sigh and says, "I'll take care of your camels," and starts walking towards the stairs.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, what he said. I go upstairs.
All right.
Yeah. I say we would just rest for the night and then head out in the morning.
Yeah.
So-
Go ahead.
How did we want to do the rooms like we did last night?
Yeah.
Priscilla has her own room.
All right.
So does Tier.
Yes, I do. I have my own room.
While we're eating dinner, I am getting a copious amount of alcohol. And while I'm drinking, I'm going to grab a bar stool, sit back, and start playing a song for everybody. A couple of different sea shanties.
You
All right.
you can hear Marna humming along to some of the songs. It seems that a couple of them are quite older.
I do know a lot of history, so I probably would know a lot of the different older songs that depicted it.
So while you're playing, he says, "Why can't I speak? At least when there's a lot of noise like this, surely they can't pick me out from the group."
I'm away from the group, and it's kind of hard to play while talking. Sirris, you're breaking up like crazy.
Yeah, hold on.
Did you hear me, Zach?
Oh, 1 sec.
There we go.
Welcome back.
I am back. All right. Yes, I heard you. But, oh well, he wants to know why you can't talk, but wait for another time, I suppose. This is not the proper place for a talking skull, exactly.
Yeah, I kind of more clearly convey that.
All right.
If I-
So I am going to end the session before we get out of this place. So if there's any conversation you guys would like to have now, perhaps about the talking skull, or when you're resting up in your rooms, it would be the time.